What's up, Dark Lord Odin? Crimson Goof, we're here. It's here. It's finally time. Say goodbye to the old Epic 7. Say hello to Epic 6. One last time into the sanctuary. Buying stuff we're never going to have to buy again. Using clickers we're never going to have to click again. Goodbye, old sanctuary. Goodbye, old alchemist people with your crappy charm system. Goodbye, high command. 2 hours left. Might as well end these. One last expedition for the road. 30-minute expeditions. Goodbye low-level gear that I crafted a whole bunch of as collector's items. Goodbye shit ton of level 27 helms that everyone else is going to wish they had crafted but didn't. Goodbye ugly dark green on darker green muddy interface. Goodbye packs that nobody bought ever. Goodbye farming Banshee 1 because reasons. Going at me, I'm farming Banshee 1. Goodbye world oh, never mind, that's staying. Ironically, my Tori doesn't wear Banshee gear. My Tori wears Katie's and Asmanic gear. I'm a triple set Tori. Goodbye, old Rift Boss. Except the Rift Boss isn't going anywhere for like at least a couple more months. You mean Hall of Trials, boss. Goodbye, Nightmare Mask. You're the coolest epic catalyst ever. That music track was shit. I can't click back, I'm sorry. Wait, why is this on? Not supposed to be on yet? That. Hang on, I'll put it down there. Here. Okay, it won't let me. Good old stream elements. I love it when you don't work right. No active widgets detected. Cute. What were we saying goodbye to? Hang on, let me kill this ward boss, and then we'll go say goodbye to more things. What time is maintenance? 27 minutes, plus or minus a few seconds. What up, Redosva? How you doing, buddy? You want to jump in and chat and say goodbye to things with me? You're more than welcome, Mr. Red. We aren't going to start the podcast until, you know, maintenance hits. Hello, Mr. DDoS. Let me turn you up a little bit here.
How are you doing, bro?
Can you guys hear Mr. Red good, or is he quiet?
This is good for, as we wait for podcasts. But yo, dude, I think I'm good, by the way. I hear myself.
Cool.
How you feel about your newly dead game mode arena?
Goodbye, bug charms that I'm buying some extra ones of.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think once that character hits the freaking arena, it's gone, bro.
Man, I was like, at least she's pretty. And then Evan Dariel, he hit me with this, and it's just, you're gonna love this, Red. Hang on, let me find it here. Here you guys go. The new Epic 7 logo, Epic 7. Soon you will see a hot chicken be sad.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I woke up and I saw that, and I was like, there was a 5% chance of me coming back. Now there's a 0.
What's this link, Joe? Epic 7 Origins Smilegate Holding.
Also, I don't know why, but your stream is just failing to start on my end. I don't know.
Just Victorica, right? Victorica. Why couldn't they call her Victoria? Why do they have to put a fucking K in her name and make it a make-believe name that's never been used before? I'm going to pop out and pop back in and restart my stream, Red, on your end.
Okay.
Is that better? Can you
There,
see things?
yeah,
now?
it went in. You're good. You're good.
Good old Victorica. I guess it's Victorica. Sayala, I did not get your alert. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to restart the whole fucking stream because I'm not hearing sub alerts and I'm not able to get my stream element player to show the song, and I'm worried it's just a sign that things were going to go kind of bad. So I'm going to end the stream. YouTube, I'll be right back. All you guys just hang in there. We'll kill it and come right back.
Viewers.
Let's see, media requests. Emulate subscriber event. Okay, that
Hey guys,
worked.
we need to test something. Give us your subs. Thanks. Oh, Camille.
I don't know if these are real subs or not, or just the ones I've tested. Nope, these are replayed ones. How far back is it going on replayed? Hey, that one is genuine because I did not preview a follow. Let me see. Okay, so if that worked, how about my music though? Where is my music setting? Yo, Ciala, 5 gifted. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Flame Bounty, Adariel, Tridge, Demon Hunter, and Scav. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. You rock. Oh wow, why is that overlay grayed out? Hang on, there, turn this on. There we go. There's the chat overlay. Oh my God, my freaking. Okay, there we go. So that looks good now. Man, my whole OBS just took a freaking dump. How long until the patch? We are 21 minutes. Never Lucky, thank you for the sub. I mean, the follow.
I'm not gonna lie. Rue's onto something, bro. It's not just about Captain Rickers, bro. Arunka makes everybody work.
Okay, I do not know why my sound request widget is not working. It shows media request is active, so I don't know why it is being a DRPFer. but it is. Wait a minute.
Yo,
Oh,
guys,
I fixed it! Dude, I fixed it.
I'm gonna give you guys the secret tech before everybody does it. All right. So if you get Arunka, play like full damage SSB and have fun.
How are we gonna beat Arunka, Sea Phantom, Politis, and Harsetti on defense in Arena Red?
I want you to think about another defense. You ready? 40k.
40k. Just gonna start out.
40k Arunka. 40k Ilanov. 32k Harsetti. Bruel.
I don't want to play in this world anymore.
Dude. Guardian Ice Crystal Ruel.
Oh, stop. I tell you what.
Because you know what's going to happen the moment you hit that Arunka, right? That Ruel's going to give it damage limit. Have fun. You're going to be there for 40 minutes, bro.
Is it possible for a free-to-play player to obtain the new MLs fast? Yeah, you just need to do this side mission. It's called Discover Card, and you just farm the shit out of this, and you'll be able to get those ML5s pretty damn quick.
Oh, that was, bro.
Sorry, was that toxic? I didn't mean for that to be toxic. I'm only meant for that to be a little bit toxic. So for real, what's in your wallet?
Yeah,
there's going to be some ML summons this time around, and then in August the Dash event's going to happen, and they are so heckin' generous with the Dash event. You usually get a ton of stuff. No sound on YouTube? Are you kidding me?
All right, off I go to YouTube. What up, BRB? IGN Tristen.
Everything shows streaming fine. It says excellent condition on the stream. There's sound on YouTube. I hear sound fine. Okay, good.
You're being debated. We're being one guide.
We're being one guide. I tell you. You bunch of savages.
Dude, that's like whenever I ask, can you hear me? And you're like...
We were all no.
And you're just like, no.
Everybody immediately got the joke but you. Chat just laid on like butchers. What else are we saying goodbye to? Goodbye needing currency to go into the labyrinth and being told, you can't go in, you don't have compasses.
I don't know if you've hit this one yet, but go to the freaking the soul thing. What is it? The penguins.
Wait. First of all, goodbye interactive map with doggo that runs across the screen. I will miss you most of all. Like for real, I'm kind of going to miss this graphical interface. I get that it doesn't make a lot of sense. I get that going, shit, where's the exit portal again? Shit. Oh, there it is. I get that the list is more user-friendly, but...
Fast run, bro.
One more fast run. Okay, here we go. Okay, you ready? Here we go.
Yo, we need
zoom, Wulf, zoom. Look at him go. Look at him go. Round in the corner. Into the finish, sliding into home. It's Wulf by a nose. Wulf in the ocean.
That Wulf's better than a NASCAR driver. There was a right turn there. Dude, the Wulf is... Yeah, make the Wulf like traverse all of the
map. I'm not going to run all the way. I don't know if we have enough time to run all the way. Hang on. This one's good.
Penguins, bro.
No, wait. No. We got to
Barca Souls.
Goodbye crafting level 21 helmets in the sanctuary or in the steel workshop. Look at all those level 21 helmets. Ooh, that one's kind of nice. Crit chance, crit damage, change HP to attack. Yeah, crit chance, crit damage. I changed this to attack. This is kind of all right.
Pro.
Is Boss Arunka better or ML Luna? ML Luna is significantly better. Boss Arunka is just going to be really annoying.
I wouldn't say that.
It's true. You know what's true? It's an untested quantity. We have to see how it rolls in. I think Boss Arunka means you're just going to have to fight slow with slow. You're going to have to out-tank them and deal with the fact that you're going to be fighting a really fucking long match, and they're going to have tools that you don't have. But
I got a suggestion for you. All right, there's a lot of turn 2 players rejoicing. Oh my god, I have a knight unit, another one. She's really tanky and she makes them really hard to kill, right? But let me introduce you to a fun little cleave tech, right? Where it's like, voila, I steal the turn 2 unit, and then we surprise Pikachu face, because I'm pretty sure Cleave is going to use her as an anchor.
I think Boss Arunka is making Boss Stonks rise. I think Boss Arunka is making Spirit Iseline on her new EE make Boss Stonks crash, because how you going to get at that Spirit Iseline behind Boss Arunka, and how you going to stop her from one-shotting your Bois?
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, because of the soul burn, bro, you know how it gives her a dual attack? Cleave is just going to be like, that's mine. Gimme. I'm just going to choose it.
14 minutes, Sue. You got this. 14 minutes. I just want you guys all to remember, thinking Boss Arunka is going to be the savior of Cleave. The savior of turn 2. I want you to remember the teachings of Harsetti, the teachings of Angel of Light Angelica especially. That if Cleave can use a thing, or if a thing can be used against Cleave, it can be used by Cleave.
Yep, that's my favorite teaching. It's really funny, because every single time turn 2 players get surprised Pikachu face, it's really, really funny. You're like, what? You stole my tech? 2 Wyvern runs to go. He's asking for Wyvern runs. Who the hell asks for Wyvern runs?
He's trying to finish his adventurous path on his alt account. It's the only thing he had left to do. He had to do 59 Wyvern runs, and he only had an hour and a half left to go. He's like, can I do it? I'm like, it's your main? Oh, you know what, Sue? You and Evan Dariel. It's like, I've been playing this game for 7 years. Haven't finished the adventurous path.
To be fair, before I quit, I didn't even finish the first one.
Crazy. Y'all are crazy. I didn't finish it either. Oh my god. Hey, this is what you wanted, Red? This is what you wanted?
Who didn't finish it? Who didn't finish it? I need a show of hands.
Goodbye clicking a single button in a single spot to get penguins.
Yeah.
I'll miss you most of all. Goodbye not having to stare at the screen while we summon penguins.
I'm surprised you only have 116k stigma, Tristen. Usually
I spent all of it before I spent all of it before the slider went away. Are you kidding me?
That is
before the slider
crazy.
showed up. Yeah, the slider's going to show up and make it freaking miserable, I fear. I hope I'm wrong. I'm hoping after you set the slider, you'll be able to spam click a single button. But if you have to like hit the slider button, then hit the confirm button, then hit the slider button, then hit the confirm button, fuck that noise.
Wait, hold up, bro. Sue said, goodbye, game balance. I'll miss you the most of all.
Sue's freaking out a little bit about Spirit Iseline because, she's contrary to everything he does. Goodbye 50 free stamina that I'm not going to... Goodbye 50 stamina that I'm not going to collect because F this entire fat pass, and Smoggate should be ashamed of themselves for letting this happen. What's going to happen to the Breath of Orbis? This is going to happen to the Breath of Orbis. I want you to watch closely so you don't miss it. You ready? This is Breath of Orbis right here. Any questions?
So I like the Kobe form, bro. This is a good jumper, let me tell you.
No, Breath of Orbis is being deleted from the game, and all your buildings are being upgraded to maximum. There is no more Breath of Orbis in 10 more minutes.
Well, to be fair, 7 more hours.
Why is it playing the same song?
I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but you're going to be waiting another 7 hours.
Oh, it's adorable. You think that maintenance isn't going to be extended. And guys, just so you know, good chance maintenance is extended. And when maintenance is over and the game launches, expect to see a little spinning diamond, you know, the new Ross running, right? Expect to see that because everybody is going to be logging in to check out the new thing. All the creators are going to want to be trying out the new balance patched units. All the PvE guys are going to be trying to do the constellation stuff. Everybody's going to be summoning for Crow, and the servers are going to go, eh. So just kind of be aware it's going to be a little bit crispy for the first few hours, and be patient with Smilegate. They'll poke the hamster in the hamster wheel that's powering the servers as much as they can, but small indie company, try to understand, be patient. So we talk artifacts for Arunka. Is anything better than Crown of Glory or Rocket Fist? Good luck getting Crown of Glory or oh no, wait, I'm sorry, I was thinking Crow. Arunka.
For Valor.
Proof of Valor. I was like, Proof of Valor would be pretty freaking horrific, right? Yeah. Oh my god. Proof of Valor. Yo, I need to speedrun some S stages real quick. Yeah, you know what? There's wait until the 11th hour and what, Sue? What? They got rid of the Luna icon? Yep, it's the Victorica icon. Victorica. They threw.
Is it Victorica?
It's Victorica. It's Victorica. They don't put any emphasis on the I, so it's literally just like saying Erica, but you put Victor in front of it, so it's Victorica. They made a made-up name that doesn't exist. Hey Tristen, maybe you have some speculations when they will let us know when the collab is coming to Epic 7.
Never.
Sometime in the next 7 hours to 7 months. It's definitely in that window.
I'll give it 2 years, okay? It's definitely in the 2-year window.
Man, since I made that tinfoil hat video, I found 2 more hints of bleach. But I also got sent a very disturbing picture of the selective summon tickets talking about how they are for use for summoning units from a new world. I'm like, where have I heard that phrase from? Oh no, that's what they used to in the thing that made us think a collab was coming. They said friends from a new world, and now they're saying these are units. Oh no. So we'll have to see. What's the longest maintenance we ever had? What was that one that like totally effered up the game? Yeah, it shut it down for like 14 hours. Lots of people lost their login.
Or was it the one before that?
I just remember it almost shut it down for a full 24 hours, and a lot of people lost their login streak over it. I almost did.
Was it called Rise? It was called Rise. No?
Is it Rise?
The Rise update?
Everything went wrong.
Stu, if you're speaking, we can't hear you.
No, I didn't say anything until now.
No, we were just talking louder than Sue.
Yeah, you were saying Rise, and I said Arise.
Yeah, Arise. Yeah.
Arise, Moosta Crackers.
Correct.
Yeah. Wakey, eggs and bakey.
What else do we have to say goodbye to, everybody? Goodbye to doing Arena without Arunka. Well, I guess Arunka's a few weeks away yet.
Goodbye to doing Arena, honest to God, bro.
Bro, yeah. Me and Tristen were talking about this earlier. I was like, bro, just Arunka, Harsetti, Sea Phantom Politis.
Oh, Red's got a better one for you. Hit him with it, Red.
Are you ready?
Okay.
All right, you ready? I'm gonna hit you with this one. 40k. We're starting out real strong here. 40k Arunka, 40k ML Illidan. Harsetti, so that stops the speed. Ruel.
And put Arunka on Proof of Valor.
And put Arunka on Proof of Valor. You will take 40 fucking minutes to kill that. I guarantee you.
Yup. But the child.
No, you don't really care. Because
that child might do 8k damage to your 40k unit, dude.
All right. If you build.
Oh shit! It's Arunka, guys. She's here. She's here already. She's on defense.
But yeah, no. You see what happens is if you try to kill the Arunka, then Ruel puts damage limit on it.
Bro, especially if you make it like Like even if you build like the Ruel, just like all HP, like as long as you can get the characters that have more HP than the Mort, so you don't have to worry about the fear as much. Like, man,
4 minutes, MXD. 4 minutes.
You could also, instead of Ruel, put a 35k FCC there and stop the extra damage.
I guess I'll turn on my camera so Tristen could get it situated for this podcast.
I don't think Red's sticking around for it. I mean, you know, you're welcome to if you want. We
Hino.
just gotta be careful about too many cooks in the kitchen. Hino's showing up too.
I'm not.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, so I'll wait till Hino gets
You know,
here because it'll swap your cameras around because Discord's an asshole like that.
But I made fun backgrounds for you guys.
Oh, you will still get a camera. I just don't want to have to do it and then redo it again. Plus, I've only got 3 minutes, man.
I need to know something real fast. Can you tell me? Because I don't know when you use OBS Virtual Cam, it mirrors it. Does this show up as backwards for you or no? Because if so, I'll mirror it.
The Epic 7 text is correctly facing.
It is correctly facing?
It says Epic 7, not Neva Seepic.
Okay, you sure?
Neva
Okay.
Seep.
I'm gonna keep it above. I don't think Smilegate wants me on this podcast. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
What is that in the bottom left? That is
for the Origin update, bro.
Why is it showing that?
If it shows backwards, let me know. I'll mirror the whole thing if otherwise. Because like
freaking Discord cam was on after all.
Yeah, so I made fun backgrounds for the podcast. In all of like 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes. I guess it's a good time to go get drinks and stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, is it gonna make it? 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Is my final dispatch gonna make it in time? Nope, it's not. We just went to 57. Oh, I really thought I could get one last dispatch in.
Yep, nope, buddy. See you, bot. You're not getting 2,500 gold.
No, I don't play Guilty Gear. I just appreciate the music. Though freaking Baby Metal Elfelt almost made me try it. Sue wants you to know that he plays it. Not that anybody asked.
Who asked? I went through 4 chapters. I'm about to go to Epic 6, and I still haven't found who asked.
Oh, you know what? Everybody's gonna miss. Everybody's gonna miss this little question mark. Where else can you click this and learn that 40% is the maximum dual attack? I think it's somewhere under combat guide. Dual. There we go. That you can't do more than 30% dual attack. People are gonna miss this stuff. It's so tragic, guys. It's so tragic. Jin! Welcome to the stream, my man.
It's a legend. It's the only Baka 7 legend ever.
The only he is an actual, real, honest to God legend.
He's a fucking unicorn in this guild. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Bro, Hino's always been a legend.
No, he's always been an emperor. Now he's a legend.
Nah, dude. Nah, you're not tricking me, bro. My man's always been a legend.
You guys aren't following Hinojin. I don't know like how you can how your women can look you in the face, man. It's you need to be following this guy. So I gave him a shout out there. Make sure you click on that Twitch and
yeah.
There's also you could just do this, Tristen. You know what? I'm gonna be a good mod today.
You're gonna be a good mod today.
Just like there's a thing that pops up on the top of the chat. It says follow. Just press that button. All right.
Oh, look at that! I can click that. But it's I don't have a choice to follow. All I can do is unfollow. Should I click that?
No.
You know what? For science.
For science. Hey, we are in the
Yeah.
What the
you should
heck?
be able to see it. What?
Should be able to. I think he should be able to.
By the way, somebody was asking. I mean, you can't see it because like Tristan doesn't have his camera on, but like I am actually wearing a Guilty Gear shirt right now.
Hey, if you want to jump in the chat, man, we are. What is going on? Why am I hearing everything? Are you guys hearing the music twice? Let me go back to one with lyrics. Yeah, look at that. I had to stop freaking sharing. Man, the Stream Elements thing is just so buggered up. All right.
Hello.
It is time for me.
Hello, hi.
Damn, bro.
How is you?
Hello, I'm all right. Is my sound okay?
Can everybody
Sounds
hear
good to
Hino?
me.
He sound good?
He
I had
sounds
a-
fine. I'm listening to it. He sounds fine.
Okay,
Good,
cool.
good, good. I had
don't
a
really ever
Alright, guys.
talk on Discord.
I'll see y'all. Have fun.
Bye-bye,
take care, Ed.
Red.
I'm
Thanks for
waiting
hanging.
for the Sue complaint corner.
The Sue complaint corner.
What's that supposed to mean?
Bro, I can't wait for you to complain about Celine. It's gonna be my favorite part of the stream, obviously. Anyway, bye.
All right. I'm not gonna say anything about Celine.
Go for it, man. Just vent. Let me get the cams up and running here so you guys can
Yo,
show
what's
off
good?
yourself.
What's good, white base? Dude, let's do this, guys. It's just me and 3 hours of sleep and the boys.
Oh my God, there's Hino.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I,
mean,
gotta put you right beside him, Sue. All his pretty
Cam is
covering up,
so wide now. What the heck?
putting all his pretty beside all your ugly. I'm sorry about that, Sue. It is what it is.
Is there a way I can zoom this in?
Yeah, you could try. I don't know. I use OBS to control it all for me.
Yeah, me too. I'm
Also,
not used to it.
that is that a Snorlax? Dude, that thing is so sick. What the hell?
Can't see it
Right.
now.
Oh man, he got the Zoom call filter on.
Wait, how do you? Oh,
What?
I want to do something like you, Sue.
Oh yeah, dude, this is like the green screen trick, right? Like if you wait long, it's Renac now, but if you wait long enough, it'll change to somebody else. I decided I would just like have it animate all the characters that are gonna be in the upcoming patch.
Oh, it's Robin. I thought it was
Yeah,
Tayu for a second.
You got all upset, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
He's petting Robin apparently.
What is the
She's
what is the over under on Robin being an heir versus just like a rando important character?
I think she's a rando important character. Like I really think that she's the Elagos of the Sixth World.
Then who's Elagos?
Dude, not all the characters exist in different worlds, man.
Nah, they all exist, just not in the way we know them, right? Dien is not going to be queen of Azera, right? She's
Yeah,
just
but-
like she's
but
a
you
nun
remember-
mopping floors in an abbey somewhere.
But like you remember, Elagos used to be an enemy of Crow and then like turned to become an ally of Crow. Like, what if that's the timeline where Elagos is just only a villain? He doesn't actually turn, and it's Robin instead.
What if Robin is an heir and her Uzis are the Strat Gauntlet?
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. The Strat Gauntlet is her guardian, and her guardian, you know, instead of being a gauntlet in this world, it's the guns that she carries around in the suitcase.
Also, because somebody was saying we were talking Guilty Gear earlier. There you go. Biking.
That's a pretty manly looking biking, you know.
Oh, I meant the shirt.
Oh, the shirt.
Yeah, my shirt is literally biking from Guilty Gear.
Can we get an El's Fist girl?
Dude, please. There's a couple of characters. I honestly like of all the characters, like of the that we had for the artifacts. Like, there's a couple that I like really wanted. But Strat.
The El's Fist girl is El's Fist girl's kind of all right.
Yeah, she's nice. Like I would be.
Dude, what if she is the successor of a fire dude, Malachus, right? It kind of looks like Dingo's glove, right?
Maybe. For me, the tops are Strat Gauntlet and Abyssal Crown. Back in my day, Sector Biken was not the Booba character.
I'm sad that Sigurd is from Epic 5 or 4.
Yeah, they
We're
said
not
it
gonna get her.
before. How about you, Hino? Who you want from artifact characters? Who you hoping to get?
Oh, you already know it's the Strat Gauntlet guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. So me and Hino have the same answer. I want the Strat Gauntlet guy, dude.
I know, but he's Epic 5. We can't get Strat Gauntlet guy.
Dude, but I want it.
I know, but like in the arena story, they specifically said he's from the 5th world. which means he can't
Alright.
exist now.
Surely they make an exception.
Surely,
dude.
surely. Hey, speaking of, this was brought to my attention, and I feel remiss because I'm like the lore guy, right? But this is a hole in the lore that I'm struggling with. Judge Kise, heir in 6th World, correct?
Yes.
How is Ice Kise alive in the 7th World?
Okay, so
Is it because she's a nocturne and nocturnes are an exception to the rule?
So basically, Judge Kise did not want to leave her husband. She split herself in half. So her shade is Kise.
Oh,
Judge
that's right. She's a fucking moonlight shade.
Yeah, so Judge
Yes.
Kise, the real Kise went to go fight for Roz, right?
Yep.
The fake Kise stayed behind.
Well, not the
And
fake.
then-
She's the Peter Pan shadow Kise.
Yeah, the Peter Pan Shadow Kise, basically. And so
she pulled a good guy Voldemort.
So what ends up happening is when Judge Kise dies in the 6th World, DJ has to reset the world, but obviously she removes the heirs from the timeline and then resets it, right? So
Yep.
she removes Judge Kise, but is not aware that Kise is part of, like, was present in the timeline. So when she restores the world, the shade is still there. So that's why Kise has all of Judge Kise's memories, but like no one knows who she is. Because it's like, yo, you're a clone of somebody that the goddess basically forgot to remove.
First of all, if I could say, Dick moved Dishe to like have the heirs work with Ross and successfully save the world dozens of times, and then when Ross drops the ball and gets his head lobbed off, you go ahead and bring Ross back, but blame the heirs for the failures so you don't reincarnate them. You send the Guardians to find new heirs because obviously it was their fault, not your perfect boy Ross. Dick move, DJ. Dick move.
We're fiddling with the Snorlax. I love it. But yeah, no, for everybody who's asking,
Like, I've not read story since episode 1, so I'm completely out of the loop.
This is actually,
Dude,
this is
if only there was a brutally amazing metal video out there that would tell you all about the lore of Epic 7. If only such a thing existed, you could get up to speed with where we're at. But I don't know, man. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Who is DJ? Who is DJ? DJ, we're obviously talking about the true god of Epic 7, DJ Basar. Nudge.
The best character in the game. Let's go.
Bro, he's actually like on the up and up. I don't know how
he's
he
the
was.
reason I got to Legend. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, dude, you have to share it with me, dude. I need to like talk to you more, man. I need pointers, bro. I'm washed.
Man,
He's just been like the savior
we need
against Tori.
Yeah, we need this skill on a couple of more units for me to be more comfortable swimming in a pool of Tori.
Let me post it in the side chat. Tristan can pull it up. So like this was submitted.
If I pull things up in the side chat, it'll destroy your cameras. So just post a link in Twitch, and I can bring it up that way. It's actually easier.
Yeah, I'll find it. But like, Cookie submitted to Fix It Friday, looking for pointers for his Desert Jewel Basar on his like climb for like the end of the season. Bro, look at this thing, you know.
In case that was a legitimate question, Diche, D-I-C-H-E, is the lesser goddess who created the world we're on out of her dead brother's corpse. We're all running around on the back of a rotting god corpse, so yay, that's fun.
More! There you go. Like, but look at that thing, dude. That thing is monstrous.
Let me see.
What the?
That's what I said. I looked at this and I was like, the fuck?
Okay, I don't even know how to feel about
Mother
this.
of tankiness.
Why is he at 174 speed though?
He's like a Harsetti gamer.
He ain't gonna die.
Oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
so he's on. Yeah,
But bro, like, look
on
how
counter,
tanky it
man.
is.
He's on counter too.
I could never get this thing this tanky. Like, this character has, in case you guys don't know, Desert Jewel Basar has the worst tank stat line in like the whole game for a 5-star.
Yeah, his base stats are horrible.
They're horrible, dude. He literally has like 1,000 attack and like 18 or like 30 starting effect resistance, and they're like, well, that's all he needs: high attack, high ER. We'll just make it so that every other stat is just the worst in the game.
People who play with Harsetti unprebanned are just a different kind of animal. Because I could never, ever consider putting my DJ at 174.
Yeah, dude, I straight up was like, nah, I'm good, dude. I believe Harsetti banned also. Like, I can't. The character is miserable.
Yeah.
Yikers.
Yeah. Tristen, if you want to throw up your screen share so we could just like follow along in real time rather than look through live through your chat.
Is it not? Oh, I guess
No,
when I rejoined, it didn't share. Weird.
Yeah, dude, Cookie.
I'll have to share you my OBS because I hope that's good enough. Fine. Because if I share you my screen, it's a wide screen, and it's gonna look like we're looking through a telescope at it.
That's fine, dude.
All right, guys.
All right, well, so what's the agenda for today?
I don't know. I mean, it's freaking Epic 7. There's no real new content, right? We're just waiting for maintenance to be over so we can reset Arena and do Hall of Trials, right?
Yeah, it's not like there's any major update that's coming tomorrow.
Let's talk about these major updates that are coming tomorrow. So, I did a video on this and breezed through the update, but I kind of want to get your guys' take on everything that's rolling our way like a steam engine. So let's go through the Origins updates, part 1 and part 2. We'll not labor on some of the parts that we've beaten with a dead horse, but I kind of want to get your guys' opinions on it and point out some things maybe people haven't noticed. Then we can start talking about the the new units, how they're going to impact RTA, and then I'd love to get some RTA insight from last season going into this season from an absolute freaking legend, and Sue's kind of okay too.
I mean, not so much this season. Like, real life got in the way, so I didn't have a chance to really climb.
Zeke died. Zeke can't die. Zeke's a guardian. He's a divine being.
I will say, though, I will still stand that Hino has always been a legend, bro. Nobody can consistently get top 200 on ladder playing Brieg with that much consistency and not be a baller. I'm just saying.
Dude. Yeah, there's that one season I had like 60-something% win rate with Brieg. That was a special season, man. That really was.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Red have always been fans of your gameplay because like you actually like embody like playing for fun and like do it well.
Yes.
All right, guys, let's jump in. Epic 7 Origin content update. So much content. So much content. When's top model Luca coming back?
Never, hopefully.
Okay, so I would watch this video, but Smallgate landmined us again, so I can't play this video with any kind of sound, and it's weird without sound, so we're just going to slide past the video. Those of you who did Labyrinth ahead of time, thinking they would reset Nightmare Raid, sucks to suck. They're specifically saying they are not resetting Asmacalus' cycle, which is the raid, so
yeah,
you can go back in again, but there's if you gambled and spent your tokens, you lost 10 less currency for you. Not a big deal, but there you go. Victorica is coming out. Here we go. Sixth World, a Resolve Inherited, which is an unusual title for the first world. I'm curious to see what this a Resolve Inherited is all about. So the Sixth World is restored with the advent of the Archdemon. So the Archdemon is back. He's actively stalking the lands. We're not in a before time. The Archdemon has arrived. The heirs and their the new old heirs are back with their guardians, and they're joining the heir of the Covenant, Ross, who is not a sleepyhead this time. He's got all of his god juices, all of his DJ squeezins, everything he needs to be full power. You know you can put the word squeezins at the end of anything and make it nasty?
I don't want to know why you know that.
Puppy dogs. Puppy dog squeezins. It's just bad. You can do anyway. So this is the Sixth World, and this is the Britannia map.
We're starting in Weatherick Moor.
We are starting in Weatherick Moor. I'm assuming that's where Victorica's from, right?
Yeah, probably Weatherick Moor, yeah. And then Dun Belira is the elves.
Yep,
right?
Dun Belira. Yep, that's where Serrilla and all the elves are from.
So we'll go there for that Terranor for Crow.
Terranor, where there's guards.
Yeah, Terranor, and then Azera for what? Meet Dien?
Except Dien's a nun. we will probably meet the king of Azera who got deposed when Dien took over, remember?
Yeah.
They all kind of like chased the cowardly king out and said, you know, Saint Dien saved us all. She's in charge.
Okay. So
we may be in a world where Aether doesn't even exist. Dude, what if it's the king of Azera and his daughter Charlotte? The queen, Charlotte wasn't banished to the swamp. She's in her rightful place as the princess of Azera. I'm so excited for like all the possible alternate universe timelines we could squeeze out of this.
What are the chances we get Charles?
Yo, that would be sick. It's fun. It's funny that you say that though, like right about Charlotte, and it started to make me think like, what about Paradoxia? Like, is she like normal in this world? The maid, you know, Charlotte's maid.
Yeah, Charlotte's maid.
Yeah, Paradoxia. So I'm just maybe we get her.
Yeah, whose favorite movie was Misery. I remember her.
Yeah, that's another one of those characters that we should have had ages ago.
So I am right that this is not the Chapter 1 map, right? Chapters 1 through 5 still exist in their current form, just without the special side missions, but you can still go through all of those, and then this is episode 6, that there's going to be some kind of link to take us to this? Or have they wiped the board and we're starting with this?
They explained it that this is now the prequel. You'll start here and then go into episode 1.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 4 chapters. There are more chapters than this, guys. They said that there are, I believe they said 6 chapters somewhere in here.
Yeah, this is like a prequel to the. Yeah, because the game right now, if you guys haven't restarted an account recently, it starts with a cutscene of like Raz and Villager talking about how this is it, like this is everything they've worked for, like it's the final battle versus the Archdemon. So like this is all connecting to that like redone intro that they added like a year and something ago.
Jurgen's saying Sixth World would have survived if Charles was an heir. Just saying.
True. To be fair, Sixth World would have survived if Crow was an heir.
Oops.
Because remember, Crow is not an heir. Crow is not an heir in the Sixth World. Game would have just been better overall with Crow as the main character. Just saying.
Dien wouldn't have been able to do the things she did in Eulogy without Crow. That's for sure.
Yeah, Crow probably should be the main character. I'm just saying. Like,
you guys
like Raz, but like Crow's better.
Hey, Hino, you like this lobby skin here? Victorica?
I wish it was Crow.
I hope you like it. I hope everybody likes it because, like it or not, this is your new lobby skin. It will automatically be applied when you log into the game. So everybody is going to be greeted with Victorica. Now you can manually change it back. Right down here it says you can manually change it back to something else, but it's not going to automatically switch. Right? You can bring the not by Garo. You can still pull up the pub lobby and everything.
Damn, bro, she really is taking everything. She took our Luna icon. She's taking Garo. This takes it all, man.
Let me see. More illustrations. More. I mean, this is the content we were looking for, right? More monsters. So, remind me of the new monsters when we get down to unrecorded history, because this is a valid concern of mine. I don't know. Maybe I'm nitpicking, but you guys excited for the Ogre's Armory?
I think it just should be a straight fixture of the game. So like I asked for this. You remember, Tristen, in a lot of meetings I kept asking specifically for this.
It was your number one ask. Yeah, bring back Goblicus.
Yeah, bring back Goblicus because like it was just too good of a resource, and you know it's kind of weird to have us try to push the new player content, right? And we're just like, oh, use all this dash gear. It's like it's perfect. And then you take it away, and I'm just like, why is it not permanent? It makes no sense. Like, it was the best onboarding tool we've ever had.
Yes, Neopaint, Garo, the pub look, all that animation, that should all still be there. You just got to reselect it as a background. It's not going away. Something I noticed about this is there's an easy, normal, and hard mode. I was thinking maybe it would be different sets in each one, but now it looks like it is staged difficulty. So my thought was that this is replacing the early stage hunts, right? Like this is like hunt 1 through 4 gear. This is hunt 5 through 7 gear, and this is hunt 8 and 9 gear, something like that.
Yo, plot twist. Ogre of Hubris Hard has level 27 helmets.
You know what's crazy? Did you see this gear? Did you see the stats on this? Did you, Hino?
Not in detail.
So it starts with shitty initial values, right? 5% on the percent stats, 4% for your crit damage. You know, the initial values are kind of low, but look at the roll values. It can be 6 to 8%. It actually rolls better than 85 gear. It can't roll 4 or 5 on the increase.
That's wild. It can't have speed. That's actually wild.
Speed is the only place it gets shit upon, right? It can't roll better than 2. Minimum or maximum. If you roll speed, it's just 2.
So bad.
Well, it's meant to be so bad, but like the crit damage, it can't roll 4 or 5 like our gear can. It can't roll 4 or 5 like our gear can on all the other stats. Crit chance is identical, a range of 3 to 5. The flat stats are a little bit above what the maximum flat stats are for 85 gear. It actually rolls better. It just starts out crazy low and you can't go for speed. So it's actually, unlike Goblicus gear, I think it's legit decent gear. It's like, I think the equivalent, like where Goblicus was like the equivalent of like level 57 gear, I think this is more on the lines with like level 70 gear, level 67 to 70 gear.
Yeah, this is actually wild because like just I'd have to sit there and like math it out, but like the crit damage and crit chance is almost identical to what you're like. You basically start at the min roll value, but because you can only essentially roll like high on crit damage, like isn't that just on average going to be the same or slightly better?
I'm looking like percent attack. There's the potential for that to be a 45% attack main if it was Pentamax rolled. It's not likely, but that potential is there.
Yeah, this is like, it's super weird because you're always starting from a low place, but you can only roll average or high. This is like super weird because
except for speed, you can only roll min. They're not letting anybody use this as a way to get some speed bangers for free. 10 shots at a speed banger each day.
I'd have to see the main stat, like if it's like 60 versus 65%, but like this like legit could be like pretty good budget gear. Like it won't even be like as copium as I thought it would be.
Who decapitated Ross again? The Archdemon. See, there's this thing, right? Mortals can't slay the divine. Only the divine can slay the divine. And the Archdemon is the avatar of Ilrios, and Ross is the avatar of Diche. They are both divine beings. That's why Ross has to show up to kill the Archdemon, because no human can do it. When the whole Eulogy for a Saint story is all about an entire race of people sacrificing themselves to use every bit of their magical power to seal him in a barrier, to hold him long enough for Ras to wake the fuck up so he can kill him, because nobody can kill an Archdemon except for, nobody can kill a god but a god.
Yep.
So yeah, if Ras died, it was the Archdemon that did it.
Yep.
And that's what makes it, you know, having Genesis Ross as a character a little bit weird. Theoretically, he's an immortal being who can't be killed. So that's a little... Well, Straze is not a god. Straze is a human meat puppet with a god sword. But yeah, theoretically,
he's the god killer, bro. That's the whole point of the story.
He wields the god killer. But yeah. Anyway, it'll be an interesting to see where they go with that.
Like, you know, like, do you have any thoughts on the gear? I don't know if like there's anything like. I probably doesn't mean
point out, like, I didn't notice at first, like, the maximum and min values for crit damage and stuff are not bad.
Yeah.
So honestly,
crit damage is crazy.
Better than some of my purple pieces. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Remember though, you can't upgrade it, and also I don't know how this factors into there being an easy, normal, and hard mode. Maybe all the gear's the same, but the quantity. Maybe this drops blue, this drops purple, this drops red. Maybe you get 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece. I don't know. We'll have to see tomorrow how all this goes with there being 3 different levels of difficulty.
I'll throw a few stamina at it. See how it rolls.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we'll all do some. If you ever want to do like guides or show people how to get to like masters in RTA with low-level gear. It's kind of tough when you've got a legend tier account. You know, you could roll a bunch of this stuff, throw it in your storage, and then someday for shits and giggles say, I'm going to get to, you know, champions with all goblin gear on my account to show it can be done, you know? So that's I think it is nice to get some of this and throw it in storage just for use to help players out when they say, oh, I can't do that because I don't have your gear. I'm like, motherfucker, you watch this.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was the basis for, I didn't do it for PvP, I never got around to it, but the basis for all the updated hunt guides, abyss guides on my channel and stuff is literally all just like, I'm going to use this gear to do it. Like, I don't use stuff that's like not this gear.
Ilrio, the god Aretha, who is the god of our universe, dies in the Celestial War and splits into 4 smaller gods, 4 lesser gods, and those gods are Dice, Ilrios, Lunaris, and Orbis. Ilrios is basically Dice's half brother, quarter brother, twin brother, and they're all part of the same, right? Chaos is a force outside of the Celestial that the Chandra prophecies don't go into a great deal of detail on. It's semi-implied and a little bit assumed by me that chaos is a force that arose from the struggle between good and evil, the good and evil gods fighting. That he was almost like a side effect born of the conflict, and that he wants the war to continue, but for no side to win. So sometimes chaos appears to be helping the baddies, sometimes he appears to be helping the goodies, because if either side wins, absolute evil or absolute good, regardless of that, it establishes an order. There's no longer struggle, there's no longer free will, there's no longer a question, there's no longer chaos. So that's my theory as to what chaos is, that he is some kind of a force that's gained sentience that arose from this god tier struggle. But we'll have to see. Let's
keep this ship moving. There's a lot of stuff to talk about.
The Orbis guide is nice. All of this is just restructuring, putting everything in a pretty organized order. I do love the here's crap you can do. What do I do next? Well, here's a list of what you do and how long you have left to do it before it goes away. I think that's something that's in a lot of games, and I love this.
Yeah, dude, every game on the market has this. The fact that E7 has had it is like, ugh.
Man, there is very naked, is a naked Heart of Orbis, guys, or Sanctuary.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun one. I can't wait for people to like start raging about not understanding this system.
Yeah, so you will gain these tainted relics, and you can use these relic taints to summon stuff.
You have to say it like that?
Yes, I'm afraid I do. You use it to summon this stuff each month, and the things you can get are all based on how powerful your Heart of Orbis is, which you grow your Heart of Orbis by doing things in the games. I believe summoning was a big one, right? Summoning units and
login streak and
login streak is stuff to do it, and that levels up your Heart of Orbis from, like, you know, crappy B tier, where at the end of the month you could get, you know, some randomly get some leafs or some charms, that kind of stuff, all the way up to triple S tier. And this is where you get that 23 speed weapon that everybody was thinking they were going to get, or that Moonlight Summon ticket that everybody thought they were going to get.
Yeah, so like this is why I was saying, you guys don't understand it. Like, yes, you could get a Moonlight 5-star from here, and yes, you could get your like 23 speed sword and stuff from Heart of Orbis. But if you take the 23 speed sword, that's it. You don't get anything else for the rest of the month.
Yep.
Right. So essentially, it's like how we used to get those R10 at crafting events. Instead of getting those, it's now like you could take a random ML5, or you could take like a ridiculous piece of gear, and you have to choose which piece you want. And like obviously, there's gonna be like a risk reward thing where it's like, you know, it's like the 25th of the month and I haven't claimed my monthly reward yet. You know, do I take the ML5, or do I wait and see if there's like a helmet tomorrow?
So
there's
so
many tempting things on that list.
Yes.
So I know what I know on this, or I know what I think on this, and I've got a pretty good gut feeling that I know what Sue thinks on this, but I want to hear your gut feeling. Free to play can get to triple S, or is it going to be pay to win to get to these higher ranks?
I feel like there's definitely going to be some pay to win aspect
think?
of it to get triple S.
You don't think if I log in every single day, do all my daily summons, grind all my stamina, mind my P's and Q's, and just the best I'm in for hours a day, every day, free to play player, you think I'm still going to need to whip out the packs or spend some sky stones to
the
get
basis
there?
on that one event we got? What was that event that they locked? The
Tori.
Yeah, that Tori event. From the basis of that, I have a feeling that it'll have a similar pattern.
Yeah.
And maybe free to play is only gonna get to like S or A or something. I'm not sure. I just have a bad vibe, but I'm still hopeful.
Yeah, my thoughts on it are free to play can get triple S, but it's going to take you a couple of months, whereas paid players get it right away.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be more likely, right? I think you could probably get to double S, and if you burn some sky stones to do things, do additional summons, stuff, you could probably burn some sky stones to get up here. But you'll have to like sacrifice. Like, I'm going to burn sky stones this month to get to triple S, but I want to buy the epic pass and skin next month, so I'm going to have to settle for double S if I do that, or I have to whip out the credit card. I think this is going to encourage you to spend. I think it's going to be right on that line where people are going to feel urged to push, but not so far over that people are going to say it's scummy, totally pay to win. You can't get above A tier if you don't whip out your wallet. That's my theory, but we really don't know.
Yeah. If it actually is like strip, you need to be paid to get to the higher tiers, like that would make me actually consider like leaving. It's why I dropped Street Fighter Duel.
Yeah.
Because like they basically made it that certain stuff was just inaccessible to free players, like the core staple things that I think that players need.
Do you think 30 gold transmits is better than a 4 to 5 star summon ticket? A 4 to 5 star summon ticket is what, a 15% chance for a 5 star?
I believe so, yes.
And 30 summons would be 5 summons at 1%. So 5, I would take a 15% shot over 5 1% shots. Both suck, but I think statistically the odds are in your favor for 115 over 5 1s.
Yeah.
So anyway, people on Stove, some people are Stover saying this is pay to win. They're assuming. It's not published anywhere. We know you get the what are these things? You get the relic taints from daily logins. We know you get them from summons. I'm sure there's gonna be other ways to get them. We just have to see how they're acquired. If they come out with a pack that immediately sells like 1,000 relic taints in it, then I'm gonna be pretty upset about that. But we'll have to see. Chances are it's gonna be a little pay to win, so that when the community pushes back on it, they'll pull back a little bit, right? The smart move for a company is always to go shitty with it and then reel it back, rather than go very, very fair and then try to push harder. We just have to see. We have to wait and see. Where are the Heart of Orbis Skystone placements now that it's gone? They are enhancing the stuff you get here to kind of include that in this, in the no, not the Path of Air, sorry, in the daily reputation. It's going to have enhanced rewards to make up for it in the dailies. Yeah,
your dailies will have basically the amount of sky stones that you would be missing from Heart of Orbis.
So guys, don't panic on this one yet. Let's wait and see how it happens. If it's shitty like the people on Stove think, the three of us will be here passing out torches and pitchforks right there with you. But give them a chance and see what it looks like before we assume the worst. I know it's easy to assume the worst after the Tam skin disaster and the Tori pack nonsense, but hopefully they learn from our feedback. And
at least worst case scenario, like at least this is still stuff that we weren't getting before. So like it's still like a plus, even if you can't reach like the higher tiers.
Yeah, like if as long as you can get like the 88 gear, like I'm here for that.
If you can get to S, guys, it's significantly better than anything we had.
Like, dude, the 20 molas, give me those 20 molas. I'll take that.
Yeah. That sounds like such a good deal. I like 20 molas, yeah.
So this is just an interface UI thing to make it cleaner for the hunt stuff. They're not really changing how any of the hunt and gearing system works. The artifact, they're not really changing how artifacts or how catalysts work. They're just changing catalysts from, you know, the 24, you know, pile of dust, book that's not a book, thing that looks like a video cassette tape but is a student ID. And they're turning them into coins. And I hear you guys, right? It's soulless. They don't look as cool as the catalysts we had before. And yeah, that's true. But you got to admit, nobody's going to look at this and not know it's a thief token. Nobody's going to look at this and not know it's a ranger token. It's meant to be easily understood and identifiable. There'll be gold versions for the epics. I know it doesn't have a lot of the soul, but we need to make this game less complicated. I struggle to think of... Yeah.
Yeah, this game is super complicated compared to most other games on the market, right? Like, the core complexity is still the gearing, which is the one thing they didn't address, but everything else they made simpler. Now, if only we could get them to address gearing, then I think would be, you know, it'd be perfect.
Currency is all changing, so I am assuming that Labyrinth compasses will turn into a conquest points at a rate of probably 1 compass equals 40 conquest points. They'll probably let you buy at least 1 charm per lab compass. I'm assuming that ancient coins going to accessory charms will be the reverse, that it'll be 40 coins will convert into a lesser charm. Assuming that. And malicious bug charm turning into guard badges, probably a 1-to-1 ratio. At best, a 1.7 to 1 ratio to kind of keep it on par with what you would have earned from these coins, but we'll have to see. One concern about all of this, and let me know what you guys think, being on the competitive side, I know leveling gear is critically important to you. They are moving accessory charms, right? Ring and neck charms into the conquest point shop. So that's more stuff with conquest points to buy. Now, to compensate, they're increasing the amount of conquest points you get from doing arena. Like just the NPC fights, they're taking it from 4 to 10. So they're increasing it by a factor of 250%. They're giving you a lot more conquest points from the shop, but we are also losing the conquest points that we got from dispatch missions, which was a chunk every day.
Yeah.
I am not so sure that the balance hasn't shifted, that this is actually more expensive to charm out than it was with the older system, especially with the loss of doing Euphine Labyrinth for the handful of people who did that.
Well, you got like roughly, at least for me, like I check, you know, the game like pretty regularly on 4-hour intervals. So it was like what, 64 conquest points. So like I'm operating at a 64 conquest point deficit. So if I do my 10 arenas under the old system, that's 40, so I'd get 104. And then under the new system, you're saying it's 10, so I'd get 50. I get 100. So I operate at a 4 conquest point deficit under the new system. 4+, like it's 4+. Like if you actually are like on top of it round the clock, it's even more than that. So yes, you're correct. It is more expensive. They should have honestly made it 12. 12 conquest points would have been enough to offset.
Or reduce the cost. Just an overall cost reduction on the charms and left it alone. For those of you who are worried about this, I've gotten a couple of emails about, DMs about it. If you guys are worried about this, let's see how it pans out. And if it doesn't look good enough, this is an easy thing for us to ask for them to increase, to make better.
You know, it's killing me here.
You know, what the fuck?
Censor, you can't even see anything.
What are guard badges? Guard badges are the currency that you spend in the Alexa shop in the Labyrinth, you know, to buy the super nice pen neck or the really nice resistance ring. That's the currency that you spend there. The stuff that when you fight the Nightmare Queen, she drops.
All right. So what else is in this cool patch?
They're cleaning up the hunts, great. And this is what adventure is going to look like now, right? It's just a list. No more dogs running around maps or whatever you guys are playing, Lunas and stuff. And this is why they're getting rid of the the special missions, right? The adjunct missions, like level 1S-2, level 1S-3, that kind of stuff, right? Because that kind of thing doesn't tree out well. They just need it to be a zone 1 through 7 straight through, and then you're on to the next zone. I know some people are upset about the loss of the graphical map, but they needed something cleaner and easier to navigate, so here we are.
Yeah, I mean, they're just making it super simple.
Yeah.
So.
I do love the new lobby UI. This looks so much better than what we had. Holy crap, this looks better. And you can customize this bottom row. You can literally go into your menu and customize what you want to show up down here.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you don't want to see the hero tab. You would rather see the journal down here, or you'd rather see your Grace of Growth button down here so you can swap your Grace of Growth. You know, you can kind of customize this bottom row. And I think that's really nice.
Can I remove everything? Because I'm very minimalist. The less buttons, the better.
Dude, empty slot, empty slot, empty slot, empty slot, and they're all gone.
Let's go. Let's go.
You can see pet house, hero, hero, Orbis guide, Orbis guide. You can totally wipe it up to 4 slots, and you can get rid of it all. And that is it for part 1. Part 2 will be a fast friggin' breeze through, because part 2 is mostly about the things we beat to death, right?
Oh yeah, cool.
New arena season's coming. This is regular arena, not RTA. Nothing's changed. These are the new frames. I don't know. If you think that'll look good around your waifu or husbando, then you can go ahead and push for legend, I guess. But there's no changes to arena whatsoever. It's the exact same system as before. I'm not impressed by the frames this time around, but maybe for whoever you've got, they'll look great. I don't know. The big change to the arena system is the gear. We've got really nice injury gear.
Nah, bro, it has speed on it. It's trash.
It's not quite Ancient Inheritance level, right? Three of the 4 stats are all missing one point. It should be, if it was AI stuff, it'd be 9, 6, 8, 5. But I don't know. I mean,
bro, if they just like remove speed from all this and made it health percentage as the boots main stat, bro, Harseti gear, we take it.
Yeah, but for the pieces that have speed on them, though, I mean, what would you replace it with? Effectiveness or effect resistance?
Sword is effectiveness. Helmet is crit damage. Body would be crit chance, or like probably just crit chance.
I don't know. I can't tell you how glad I am to see a freaking sword that does not have health and attack on it. Every freaking sword I've ever seen, they put health and attack on it, but no crit chance.
Yeah, there's like
or no crit damage. Just attack, health, and crit damage, or attack, health, and crit chances. Always missing one of the crits, and it feels so weird and bad. So,
yep.
I don't know. It is what it is. For the 9 units, of which 3 are usable that wear injury. You play any injury units this season?
No, not really. Like my best, like I think AI gave us injury before, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm like, even those pieces, they're just sitting on random units because I don't know who to put them on. I feel like the meta's been so aggressive that you just need to kill something off the bat, and you don't really want to be in a game where you're injuring stuff.
Yeah, I have my best injury gear on Harseti for Guild Wars and like regular arena, because no way I'm
Valencia for me.
And then it's just like Edward Ulrich, and that's just a holdover from God knows how long, because like, let's be real, Ed's pretty trash right now.
I got on Alencia and Harseti. I mean, you're saying Ed is funny word. Is it really a unit?
Not really, no. Like Alencia is only a unit if you have the child, as I call her, the Grogu.
Who are the 3 from this list that are going to change things the most? This is the balance patch that is also going live as soon as the game comes back up. All the balance patch notes are going to hit and be up.
Fallen Cecilia.
Yep.
Like Beard Iseline.
Yep. Litica.
Litica. Oh yeah, Litica's number 1, to be honest. All the cleavers are gonna go crazy with her.
Yeah.
Do you think Litica will help solve the Arunka problem that hasn't even started yet?
Probably.
Probably because she is an AoE unit, so she has access to the back.
Yeah, Lydica's kind of crazy because I mean she just S2s, right? It gets everybody with the AoE, binds them, and then she gets an extra turn. You S3 Death Break the Arunka, and then hopefully you have enough damage to run her over from there.
I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, good.
Oh, I was just saying, like, smart money is on Fallen Cecilia, Spirit, Iseline, and Lydica. But I'm hoping that Vivian, Sharoon, Seaside Bologna, and Landy are actually all really good this season.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Sue, too. Those are the top 3. I feel like, I don't know, every time I talk about Vivian, like, no one's talking about Vivian. Even though her buffs seem a little significant, it's just like, everyone's so disappointed in her that she just...
No, I think she's good. Like, the thing is, I was saying this to Tristen before we got on air, like, if you pre-ban C-Phantom Politis, right, and, you know, you take Bystander Huayang, or you just, like, take, you know, Vivian late, like, she's still fine. Like, on paper, like, Vivian is very powerful after these changes. It's just, she has, like, 2 bad matchups, so people are like, oh, I can't take her into that.
She's kind of overlooked, but I still feel like she's strong. I don't own her myself, so I can't. It's kind of hard for me to judge her power.
I'm probably gonna jam like some of my best gear on her and use her a lot because there was actually a player, I don't remember their name. They posted on Reddit that they finished Emperor this past season with only like 150 games played with like 12 units total. Is kind of an impressive feat, and they had almost like a 70% win rate. And like they basically played Imperial and Elanav, like Blue Crow, Red Raz, Ruel as like their core, like those units for their top half, and then their bottom half was just Bystander and Sylvan Sage Vivian, like every game. And they were just like, you don't have to worry about Death Dealer, right? Because your DPS are just immune to it. And I was like, yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, Lydica in my mind is a no-brainer. I think she's going to be huge. I think Spirit Iseline is going to be a must-have. And the one neither of you mentioned, but there you go.
I did. She was one of my 4 that I'm.
Oh, did you mention her? I think especially with Arunka, protecting units like Flan. I think this girl on Spirit Eye or on a Rengar Special Drink is going to freaking slap. And I think you're going to take that 100 crit chance, drop it down to freaking base. You're going to take that crit damage, drop it down to base, and you're going to run her at like 6k attack and at 25k health, and just watch Rengar's Drink just pop things to death.
Maybe. It's a possibility. I mean, the biggest, most exciting change for me about the character is the damage reduction. Like, it's just flat damage reduction.
Huge.
Is 10%.
Instead of funneled. Yeah. Huge.
Yeah, it's 10% for every character on your team. So unless I'm misunderstanding the wording, that's 40%. Because she is a character on the team. It doesn't say every other character, it just says every character.
Seaside.
A focus unit or a fighting spirit unit?
She's a focus unit.
For every surviving ally, decreases damage suffered by 10%. Whenever the game uses the word ally, they're talking about you, the player's allies. Not the unit's allies, your allies. So it includes the unit.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like 40% is just a ridiculous number, right? Like I've said it like a couple times in the past, but like I've played games where people have literally like freaked out over like 15 or 20% damage reduction. 40% is just like, oh my god, dude. Like she basically takes like almost half damage from like all sources. Right? Just like think about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you got hit by like a move that would normally do 30k, right? Like it does like 18. Like that's a huge amount shaved off.
So how are you feeling about the coolest damn character we've ever gotten in this game?
Yes, sir. I am triple S-ing this dude, man.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm pretty stoked about this character.
So
I put all of my crowls into LRK and Ice Crow. Now they do this to me. I don't have any crowls left. I've got like a handful of unknown slates, but that's about it.
How are you thinking about building him, Hino? Because like I have my own opinions on him. I'm just curious how you feel about him.
Clearly injury set with the arena injury gear, right, Hino?
Yeah, for sure. Injury Crow. No, but I'm just gonna tune him with my like defense buffers. So I run like a 240 Blue Crow, 240 Ross, and right now I'm about to run a 240 MLKen too. So I'm gonna put him around 230 speed, and then the rest of the stats go into defense and HP. That's
yeah. Yeah, so we have like similar opinions on it then, because like I was like, this is a 3-stat character. It's just like you choose your speed, and then from there, dump everything else into defense and hell. Because like, since S3 is you can't crit, right, and S1 scales off of defense. Like if any stats you dump into crit chance, crit damage for his S1 takes away from the proc damage on the S1 like total.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's like
it's just wasted.
Yeah, so it's just wasted. So like building crit on him is just like actually like not good, unless for some reason he has like godly multipliers on his S2. It's a total waste, I think.
Do leftover Crows count as imprints, or is it a young Senya situation? We'll have to see. I think they did that for Senya because they were scared Senya wasn't going to sell well, and they were doing things to make people pull more. She wasn't a popular unit when she was released. A lot of people felt it was like a cheater getting his wish, and nobody liked that. So there wasn't a lot of hype around her, so they really went the extra mile, right? They gave her a lot of animation. They gave her one of the biggest stories a new release character's ever had. They really tried to endear her to us, and they did a pretty good job of it. And I think the no imprint thing was literally a sales tactic to try to boost their own sales so that they didn't lose money. I think they were scared they were going to lose money on it. I don't think it's just something they're going to do.
Veloska's asking, why don't we build ER on the new crowd? Because, guys, he's a warrior, which means that if you ever need to block debuff, Sweet Miracle is a thing.
Sweet Miracle.
Yeah, I mean, ER is 4th priority if you want to push for it. I wouldn't prioritize it over speed, HP, or defense, though.
Yeah.
So you think Sweet Miracles is best in slot, or you think his own artifact's going to be better? Or are you going to put Rocket Punch on him?
To kill something.
No, you can't. No, not Rocket Punch. Oh no, you can't do Rocket Punch. He's a warrior, bro.
He's a warrior.
What kind of idiot would recommend Rocket Punch and realize
that's
in 10
crazy.
minutes before,
Somebody's not played the game much, right?
Yeah, and then recommend it to his viewers 10 minutes before the video is scheduled to go live, and then pull it and then have to re-upload it because he totally realized that mistake. Not me. Yeah. Totally
Uberous Tooth would be a very bold choice on a defense scaler, Joe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's going to do what you think it's going to do.
Velas, good thing. If you don't have a Sweet Miracle, you get this really awesome thing called a limited 5-star artifact selector ticket with this patch, which means you can get a Sweet Miracle.
Facts. But yeah, Thorn of the Blue Rose looks pretty freaking stupid, right? You know what Warriors needed? In all of the artifacts what Warriors needed a tags book. I mean, it's time, right?
Dude, Soul Bad Guy on this artifact is literally perfect. This is his artifact.
Wait!
Yo, I like the way you're thinking.
Yo!
Oh my god.
Dude, I've been cooking this up in my stream. I've been recommending it. 10 soul more ER.
Absolutely
and the
brilliant.
The return of Mr. Frederick Bolsara. Let's go.
This artifact was handmade for him.
Dude, my favorite part about this artifact is actually that it gives defense. It gives attack defense.
For those of you who didn't notice, instead of attacking HP down here, it's attacking defense, which is a very unique thing. That's something we've never seen before, and it means that anything could happen down here. We could see one that's HP and defense. We could see one that's speed and crit chance. They can do anything with artifacts. It'll be interesting to see them do like crazy broken combo. What if they did speed and crit chance, but it was kind of a mid artifact, right?
You joke about that.
Got to make some decisions, you know?
Yeah, but like it might be a thing like that. I don't know. This is like very interesting. So like this is just like unexplored design space, and I'm always a fan of when people, you know, just explore design space that's always been there, and like it's so simple that you go like, oh, duh, like why didn't we do this before? Yes, Sora, I do also. Yeah, we do. I don't know how Tristen and Hino do it, but yeah, I potion vial all of my Sweet Miracles up to 30. I keep them all separate and just potion vial them all up. The artifact's just too good to not have a couple copies of. Yeah, look at this guy over here. I'm not much better, right? Like I have like literally a 30, a 30, and a 27.
Goodness.
All of my bottles have gone to Sweet Miracle since Laya released.
There's 1. 2. I got 2 bottles left.
Yeah. And I'm still taking Sweet Miracle with the selector because, like, you can't convince me that that artifact's not broken.
Oh, are you though? Are you? Are you not really thinking that maybe Renak needs her own signature artifact?
What, Wind Rider?
I'm really struggling with more Sweet Miracles or more Wind Riders. I'm
But
really struggling.
Wind Rider is not limited.
Oh yeah,
So-
you know what? Yeah, so limited. Ooh, that's a good point.
Yeah, for the
Porque
regular
no los
selector-
dos.
Yeah, for the regular one, sure, but for limited, it's Sweet Miracle. That thing just stonks.
All right, Victorica. Did I say it right this time?
Yep, Victorica.
Victorica. We just randomly threw a K in her name to be assholes.
Yeah.
No wonder she's a badass. I mean, she got it beaten up every day on the playground with that name. No wonder she's a badass. So, PVE goddess, right?
That's my assessment.
You think this unit or kit has any place in RTA, or is she just going to be a PVE monstrosity?
Nope. I don't think she's good at all in PvP. I don't know if Hino feels different.
Yeah, no.
You got any
PVE
artifact craziness on her to make her viable?
No, I think it's like she's just got all of the things that made Red Cecilia a good knight in PvE content, but she also just has the most desirable thing a DPS can have as a PvE character, and that's scales off of enemies' max health.
Rounding it out, the fact that we're getting a Kraus story right out of the gate tells you it is not a limited banner. He's getting a story. That means 6 months from now, you can activate a story and summon him later if you don't have the resources or you're terrified of a collab around the corner and you're thinking Crow looks awesome, but I don't know if he's right for me. You can skip him knowing he's coming back, knowing you can get him with tickets probably at the anniversary. That there's ways to have Crow on your account down the road. It's not like he's here and gone. The regular old side story, the only difference is the katas are gone.
Elagos has bonus in his side story, which means we will find out what happened to Elagos in the 6th world in his side story. I am pumped,
what?
bro. The more
What?
Right there, look at enhanced heroes for the side story. Elagos, which means that he appears in the side story. You just passed it again, right there.
What?
Enhanced heroes.
Oh, enhanced heroes.
Yeah, Elagos, which means that he
Look
appears
at
in the side
that.
story. Which means I'll get my
Look
answer
at
of
that.
what is Elagos in the 6th world. What's he like?
I
That's
told you Robin didn't replace him. You can't replace Elagos.
I'm gonna literally laugh when we get in there tomorrow in like the first chapter. It's like, yes, Crow, good to see you again. This is my replacement, Robin.
He's gonna be like, what's your job? I carry Robin's suitcase. What else? I carry Robin's suitcase.
Yeah.
All right. New exclusive equipment for Spirit Iseline. I mean, this can't possibly cause any problems, right?
I like how the icon literally makes it look like the boost gauntlet from High School DxD. Boosto.
So she gets a free soul burn, and when she does a free soul burn, she does what? 20% more damage? 30? 35?
50 is crazy,
50.
man.
Yeah.
50 is... You know what a rage set can do to people, right? This is like 50% more than a rage set, and it's unconditional. She just pushes that button and erases something.
Yeah. GH in my Discord did some math for this with the current battle. Like, if you take the average, like, Spirit Iseline build, which I think is 3,500 attack and, like, 280 crit damage, right? At, like, 270 speed, like, that's, like, the average crit damage build, I think, right? Like, the average speed build, I should say, for the character. He did that and then put it up against a 1,500 defense knight and then applied the current 1,500 attack and 500 defense battle frenzy to the equation. Thing does 23,000 damage to a character.
versus 2,000 defense. I looked at your screenshot. You said versus 1,500. It said 2,000 in that screenshot.
Well, it's good. Yeah, it's because it's factoring the 500 defense for Battle Frenzy. But like 1,500 defense is a tank. Like a DPS is like 1,300. So it's like, oh, this could just delete characters at 23k or less HP. That's concerning.
So for those of you who
you get the free soul burn.
So for those of you who thought that Bystander Hua Young might have solved your ML Arunka problems, wait until Celine is hanging out in the back 40 with that unit. What DPS has 1,300 defense? Almost all of them. Almost all of them. Because they all, almost all of them, because RTA gives you 500 flat defense added to your stats.
Like I said, I wasn't factoring that in.
Yeah. Shuma just got, he's like, oh shit, the frenzy. He's like, yep. Yeah, and those, the few that did have 1,300 defense, he had how they got 1,800.
Like, even without the 50% extra damage, like, free soul burn is just insane because the character is like 119 speed or something like that. So you can build it really fast and then just be like, oh, look, free soul burn on my team with like Eternal Wanderer Ludwig and Frida. It's just a cleave. And then she is basically an anchor like Blood Moon Haste. So you're just like,
yeah,
why?
Honestly, I can see people putting their like Ran gear on her.
Yeah, it's just
like that.
Yeah, it just like, it makes no sense. Like, it's well documented in my like 2.5, 3 years of doing E7 content that I like Celine. I think Spirit Eye Celine is the worst designed ML5 in the whole game because if you actually try to like buff the character in any meaningful way, it's just so awful. It's just, it creates so many issues, like so many problems. And I could definitely foresee this character being a huge problem for everybody on ladder.
Yang, let me answer that question for you. The Frenzy gives 1,500 attack to everybody. It gives 500 defense to everybody. It makes burns, bleeds, and bombs do 50% more damage for everybody. RGB, all that happened with RGB is now when you attack the element you're weak against, you don't have that 30% mitigation anymore. You still have the 50-50 chance to miss, but if you hit just as hard as an off element. They got that. That's all they did was get rid of that 30% mitigation that they gave RGBs to try to nerf Hua Young, and it didn't work. But yeah, everything else is for everyone. Which is why RTA is kind of the Wild West right now, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I haven't tried anything with Battle Frenzy. I know that Ace Trainer was talking about like how it was just like the preseason was just like insane.
Drop rate ups, bunch of packs going away, and that's it. Whew. I just want to go over a couple of things because we talked about this briefly, and I don't want to spend too much time on the monetization of Epic 7, but they're coming out with the secretive newsstand special pack, and it looks frighteningly familiar. I think when you see it, you're going to go, ugh. So
look, if it ain't $5, I don't want it.
It's I'll let you guys just experience this, right? So on the side, there's going to be a little picture of Robin here. They're doing what they can to make us annoyed at Robin before she's even out. And Robin's going to have this special pack, this special newsstand pack where you will get coupons and stuff, and some of them have a $sign value established to them. I'm assuming you'll be able to farm or spend sky. I don't know. It's silhouetted out what it'll take to do this. Maybe it's sky stones. Maybe it's free. I don't know. But then there's the thing where there's $sign values, and you can do all this stuff to get these tickets. And then you'll take these coupons, these Robin's Regulars coupons, and you'll go down here to this shop, which is loaded with some stupid goodies, right? 45 of those coupons, there's a 5-star summon ticket in it. 70 of them, there's a 5-star that it's twice as much, so I'm assuming maybe this is a selector and this is a limited selector, or it's a random random RGB and a random limited.
Oh, I got it. It's an artifact and a limit artifact at the top, and that's the 5-star hero.
No, this is unit and this is unit icon. This is artifact icon.
Oh, okay.
I know it's hard to see on a little screen, but here I'll zoom it for you.
Oh yeah, you're right. Now I can see it. You're right.
And this stuff off to the left, for those who don't know what this is a semi-selector, okay? These are light and these are dark MLs. So you drop 110 of these coupons and it will open the light book, and there will probably be a pool of units in there. Maybe it's 6, maybe it's 12, maybe it's all of the light units in the game, and the game's going to randomly pop up 3. And then you can pick one of those 3.
Pick up Joe's thing. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. So yeah, you see 3 and you choose 1.
Oh, wrong button. Hang on here.
No, it shows 3 ML5s. Yeah, like that.
Yeah. So it'll look like this, but we don't know how big the pool is, right? When this happened, I think it was a pool of 6 predetermined.
Yeah.
For all we know, this time it could be.
Oh, it's right there.
It could be every single one in the game, or it could be another predetermined pool. And yeah, it's 110 coupons, and even if this first one is free, I guarantee you that is not 110 coupons in there. I suspect you'll have to buy all of these, however much they are, to get. To get to the 110 coupon mark out here.
Yeah, it's probably $100, like minimum $100, $100 US.
So we'll have to see. I suspect to get to that, it'll probably be even more, but I don't know. We'll have to see. So this is
it costs 2 Tama coins, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Last time we had something that looked like this on the screen, it was pretty poorly received. So hopefully they've done their homework and have made this a little bit less.
I don't know. Like if I have to spend $100 to get
nasty.
an ML5, I better get like a full-on selector. I'm not doing this like choose 3, pick 1.
If we can't use free-to-play currency to get this freaking this Robin emote, I'm gonna be really sad.
Yeah, I mean it'll probably be like the ML Luna at the worst case, where it's like the minimum reward is like $1. It'll be like a $1 pack that gives 4 tokens or whatever. Thrice and a thrice. Stop.
Right. So that's the news for tomorrow, man. That's like the bulk of the stuff that's going live tomorrow. Of course, all of the origin stuff, the new stories, the new Trial of the Constellation will be up. We're gonna have tons of story content to go through, and the balance patch is going to hit and drop everything that's about that into an already chaotic RTA preseason. I really want to get your guy. That's kind of not my world, right? I don't play in the RTA at all. I do my 11 fights, I get my master's frame, I walk out. That's kind of my thing, but that's a world you guys swim in every day. So tell me about your thoughts about RTA, its balance and its future, especially Lunatic mode in World Cup.
You got the floor here now.
Come on, Mr. Legend.
I don't know. I feel like RTA recently has just been very restrictive. It used to be like back when, when I popped off with the Brig, like you could pick very off meta units and like just have fun and pop off and still win, high MMR matches. But now it feels like, I don't know, fighting Flan every game, fighting
DDR
every game, yep. And like those units like DDR and Flan, they only have like 1 or 2 good counters in the meta, right? So it really restricts the diversity of the units that you can really play into it. And it really kills, the vibe of trying to play RTA. Like this season that I hit Legend, I pretty much didn't have much variety. Like you can check my match history, there wasn't much variety in my picks at all. The most different thing I picked was basically DJV. And other than that, if you don't pick the meta units that are literally the units that come out, like if you don't have the newest, the freshest unit,
I can't check your match history. GG goes down for maintenance with the game.
Yeah, no, that's how I felt for a while. Is like, I don't really like the idea, and I understand it's a lot harder to do. But like, I don't like the idea that the only playable units are the newest characters and whatever was in the last balance patch. Like, I feel like they have to do a little bit better than that, right? Because that feels like that's the bare minimum, right? Like, obviously, if a character is new or a character gets changes, you expect them to be usable, right? Because like, they won't release an unusable unit, it won't sell. They won't make changes to a character and still leave it in an unusable state because like, hopefully you would do your due diligence. But it really has just become, oh, you know, Payra came out, guess it's a format around Payra plus the usual suspects of like OP stuff, like your Lunas, like your Flans, right? Like your Death Dealer Rays. And I think I agree with you. Like when I mean, most of my time that I did play this season, I think I only played like 120 matches or something this season. I was trying to learn how to play aggro, and I found myself playing like the same like 7 or 8 units every single draft. Like it was like, oh, I take Payra, I take Shu if it's available, maybe I take Bystander Hwa-Young to counter like Luna because like that's gonna be the other character that's contested, and then maybe I go like Death Dealer Ray pivot, or I go a BBK Veronica pivot, right? But like that was kind of it. That was all the game just really boiled down to. I take Payra, I take one of these 2 dark units, I take one of like these like 3 packages, and then I take a force ban, and that's my game plan every game, no matter what.
Yep. You know what the word of the day is? Flowcharts.
Oh yeah,
it seems like everyone's been following a flowchart. Yeah,
and that's like really boring to me for like a competitive game. I like being able to have diversity and competitive, like, you know, like I like those like tech picks. That's like really fun. Which I guess
the frenzy changes didn't bust any of that up. It's still like third pick protection is still so strong. It's still a flowchart driven kind of a meta. I was kind of hoping that the harsh frenzy changes might have kind of mixed that up a little bit.
Like it's a little too early right now because it's still in preseason, and
they could also change stuff. They've done it in the past. They've changed frenzy in accordance to like everyone probably remembers Bellyion meta, right? Bellyion meta lasted for like 72 hours, where like KJ and everybody was cleaving with Bellyion because if you got a kill, it just gave like 20% CR to your whole team. So people would just literally be like, oh, I just cleave you with Bellyion, and she would just get insane cycling. And that was in preseason for like 72 hours, and they're like, okay, maybe this is like way too busted.
What about the balance patches? You see any hope with the balance patch for shifting things up and making it more diverse, or do you think it's just going to be more of the same with a few different faces?
Definitely gonna add a variety of units. Like Litica, I feel like we're gonna see her almost. If you're fighting a cleaver, you probably are gonna see her. Who else was that I forgot? Oh, FCC will probably be a very constant like counter pick. Like if you go ML Shu, who's very popular, you almost likely see FCC on the other side.
So mad I kept my second FCC.
And then who else?
Like what Joe said, you're definitely gonna see more Tori.
Tori, man, Tori.
Get your DJBs ready, y'all.
Tori, dude, that's what I was complaining about.
That DJB ready.
Tori has become like over the last if you played in the last 2 weeks, Tori slowly started rising to the top as like the damage dealer of the format because she works in everything, and you can pick her early, and she's surprisingly hard to punish, even on an early pick. And the best answers to her, one is a limited unit that they'll probably never rerun, and the other is a Moonlight 5-star that you probably don't have. So it feels pretty rough. And the fact that the changes to Dragon King Sharoon buffed her, and also the Battle Frenzy directly benefits characters like her. It's just like, man, I think she's the problem child, at least in preseason.
Do you know that Tori was in? Do you know Tori was in 80% of my matches this season?
She got very.
I mean that's 8 matches, but she was in 80% of those matches. Yeah, she is damn near unstoppable if you draft right and your opponent doesn't have a good answer.
Yeah, like her with Roz is like, it's just.
I need to fix my Wyvern. Is Ross really that freaking important because my Ross is a Wyvern Ross and does not work with Tori.
I don't know how Hino feels, but right now, in last season, so I haven't played preseason, right? And like, I'm not taking into account FCC buff, but like last season, Albedo was like the highest win rate tank, but she didn't feel like, to me, the best tank. Like Raz and Crow felt like they were the best tanks.
Yes.
With Green Armin being like my sleeper pick, because that character had the 8th highest win rate last season, and like no one played that character.
Dude,
the character
Blue
is
Cow
slept on.
was so good, and it's because when certain units get popular, other units are going to get popular in response, right? So when basically Flan was in every game, that means Crow is going to be in every game because he's the go-to turn 2 player as a knight to fight against her.
Yep.
And then Ross got really popular, obviously, because of Tori. And then a lot of people liked picking Ross to deny Tori players. So both Ross and Crow made like a huge jump in pick rate towards the end.
Yeah, they were really good characters from what I noticed. Right, like Albedo across the whole season, Albedo was the highest win rate, but like it really felt like from what little I played in the last week, and like I watched a lot of games on people like Sputnik and whatnot in my Discord, like a lot of Emperor finishes, and again, just what Hino said, Crow and Roz like feel like every game.
Yep.
And every game they were there.
404 Viking, let me try to explain how this works. So Tori has got a passive that we affectionately refer to as a cockroach passive. You can't do more than 51% of her health in a single hit. So for my Tori, for example, 8,641 health. So you can't do more than 4,336 damage to her in a single hit. Period. End of story. Now imagine if I ran my HP down lower. Imagine I put like a level 27 helmet. I got her down to say around 6,000 health. Now you can't do more than 3,005 damage to her, right, per hit. So let's say you can only do 3,000 damage to my Tori per hit. What happens when I put a 15k HP barrier on her? How many hits is it going to take to kill her? Because you got to get all the way through that 15k HP barrier with 3k hits, and then you can start chewing through her actual HP. So the bigger the heckin' barrier, the harder it is to kill her, and those are extreme numbers that are hard to hit. But if you've got a respectable barrier on a Tori, average of 4 to 6 hits to kill her after you get the barrier. Now, there are certain ways to do that pretty easily. Pop damage from Uberus, barrier inversion. Yeah, those are answers to Tori. But for normal units, by the time you chew through that barrier and start to get into her proud health, somebody puts a freaking barrier back on her. Makes her really hard to kill. Meanwhile, she is freaking murder stomping your team. That's why people run her with very low health. It's not that it makes her do more damage. It just kind of funnels into her passive, and it also makes injury even worse against her, because the more you injure her, the less damage you're able to do to her, because you make that max HP smaller.
Yeah. And then it's also her artifact and her basic attack give barriers, so it's like it refreshes the barrier. Like the one that I saw that I've been talking about, it's Cookie again, who, you know, the DJB from earlier in the podcast. He has this counter set immunity Tori, and it's got a level 27 helmet, so it is like 5,500 HP, and it's got like 5k attack or something, which the barrier you get on S1 is dependent on the attack. So what ends up happening, since Tori's passive says you can't strip the barrier, it takes like 5 hits to chew through the barrier, more if they have damage share from like Aureus, right? And it's like, well, if he ever procs counter, you got to go through that all over again. You'll be like, oh, well, I could kill her. I got 3 hits in, 2 more to kill her. Oh, he proc counter? Well, barrier, now I have to get 5 hits in again. And with FCC's buffs, like, it takes away even more of the counterplay, right? And meanwhile, she's gonna be just doing way more damage than she already does. So I think this character, unless they, release a specific character to counter her, she's probably gonna be like the new BBK, right? The new Flan. The DPS are gonna be seeing all the time or being banned all the time.
I think eventually they're gonna release a unit that like ignores damage limit, because that's what she has, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, a unit's gonna come out that just ignores that.
Another game I play has a skill where you ignore the barrier. The barrier stays, but you attack the HP under the barrier. And you can actually kill them with a full barrier. I thought that was a pretty cool skill. Do you think, Anyo asked this, do you think FCC's passive is going to stop barrier inversion or limit barrier inversion? And before you quickly say no, that's different, how different is it? The pop damage is fixed damage based on a stat. This is fixed damage based on the size of a barrier. What do you think? I mean, we won't really know till it's up. It's an untested passive, but what do you think? Just knowing how this game is spaghetti coded. I think it probably will.
I don't think it'll get rid.
It's fixed damage based on a factor, based on an existing number. I bet it does. I don't think it should, and I'll probably patch it, but I bet it does out of the gate.
I'm not sure. I really don't know.
If it does, that FCC stocks freaking shoot up again because she blocks one of the best ways to get rid of, you know, evasion and damage limit units.
Well, she already, like, you already will probably be playing Fallen Cecilia with Tori because, like, fixed damage is one of the best ways to deal with Tori, period.
Say Tori like top model Lulika one more time for me, Sue.
Tori! Tori! I forget how I did it, but yeah. I still haven't uploaded that clip, guys. I know I've been so busy, but I've had a lot of my regulars ask me when I'm going to post the Tori clip. Oh, man, that feels like the meta right now.
Can I show light her in?
Yeah, people are saying LPK ignores damage limit. If that's the case, then I'm surprised we haven't seen more LPK against it.
Somebody was saying that like she ignores damage limit because she was glitched, but apparently it was patched. Like it was like for like a week that she was like, you know, could do that. Well, yeah, it was a bug.
That, I guess.
Yo, it's a feature. It's not a bug, Smoggy. Put it back. Show my girl some love, bro. I say show my girl some love, like her other ML version hasn't been dominating the game for like the last half a year.
Yeah, it's damage reduction and damage sharing, so I don't think that counts for damage limit.
Yeah, no, she does not. She doesn't do shit to damage limit.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
if she was, she would be used all over Guild Wars.
Oh, please tell, yeah. It still irks me, by the way, that she holds her sword backwards.
Oh, like, now I can't unsee that. God damn it, Sue.
Yeah,
you were the worst for this.
Yep, the blade is on backwards. And the thing that's crazy is I thought, okay, maybe there's something that they know something that I don't. If you look at her concept art, the art is correct. Just for some reason, the in-game live 2D, the blade is backwards.
Sue is why we can't have nice things. Sue showed me this Zahak. Have you ever seen this? You know, look really carefully at his I think I can do this without going into maintenance. Let me try.
Yeah, look at his hand, dude.
Oh no, you ruined him for me.
He's got the weird, like,
you'll never be able to unsee this.
The weird hand.
And now I showed it to you. Yes, if I must suffer, you must suffer.
Yeah. Dude.
His hand is like not moving.
That's the point, yeah. Like everything else moves but the hand.
This is all Sue's fault. This guy right here.
Look, I'm just saying, like, I want cool sword girl, not, you know, has been Rurouni Kenshin. Fix the blade. That's all I'm saying. Oh man. How about that Lunatic draft though? Like we did talk about it like a little bit.
Like up to 30. How's that work, 38. Right? How's that work?
It seems like each player gets 2 pre-bans every match, and so the best of 7 game. So if you go all 7 games, then each side would have 14, and then it's the last 10 played also on top of that, right? So while we complain that, you know, RTA feels a little bit flowcharty and stale. The prospect of 38 pre-bans over like a long set, a competitive set. If you remove 38 characters, what the hell are you doing, Tristen?
That sounds super fun, to be honest.
What is going on? What is going on with this strap, Sue? What's going on with this strap?
Oh God, you're right. The strap is like zigzagging. What the hell, dude? Stop. That's just bad animation, okay?
Gosh.
I was wondering what you were doing. Now it's like, okay, it's another.
You know what I'm about.
Thighs? I mean, sure. No, I'm gonna be doing that this weekend. On Saturday night, I'll be doing a lobby for a Lunatic draft, assuming it's available. All right, because I want to know, man. I want to know how crazy it is where you play these like long sets where like a billion things are banned. That sounds awesome.
Wasn't there something?
Day one, Green Basar is finally in the game.
Yo, let's go, dude.
Yeah, right. Flowchart that 28 bans later. Wasn't there a thing in there about like your whatever you drafted is banned in the next round or something like that? Wasn't there like some progressing bans?
Let's say like I pre-ban, you know, Luna Para, you ban Harsetti Zio, and then you cleave me and I play like a full anti-cleave tank down. In the second game, it doesn't matter who wins. We each get 2 more pre-bans added to the 2 that we already have, right? And then your entire cleave draft, you can't play any of those characters, and I can't play anybody from my full tank down anti-cleave draft. So we just basically, it's like, okay, now there are 18 characters removed from the pool. Play the second match. And it's just like, wow, that is a huge amount of characters, right? Because if people play it right, you know, by like the 3rd game in a best of 7 set, you're basically like playing stuff from like season like 4 and back. Like, dude, you might be like, dude, I need to go anti-cleave. I'm gonna play Rem. Or like, you know, I'm gonna cleave them with Green Basar. Right? You'll be playing stuff that you haven't seen in like forever. So that's the prospect of the mode. I don't envy it for people who actually have to play it when money is on the line, because like by like the 6th game, you'll be like, yo, I need a Soul Weaver. Like, who we got left? Kise and I? We ain't got nobody left. So you have to have like a crazy deep box to play it at a high level, but it'll be a pretty fun game mode, I think.
What do you think? You know, is this something you're looking forward to? We're gonna see you in Korea. You're gonna see you in Korea this season.
But it does sound very fun. Like, I'm down for less of like super meta units in every game. Like, sign me up.
Me too, dude. Like, that's the hope. Like, that's what you would want. And I know that's like a real difficult thing to do, right? Like, I've had to help balance games in the past, and it's just like, we usually feel like pretty proud of ourselves if like 8 to 10 things are good at top level. Like, E7 has more than 8 to 10 things at a top level, which, you know, as much as we like clown on their balance, like compared to the average game, they're doing better than most. It's just that the problem, at least that I personally have, is that the units that are like actually like the best characters in the game are just simply not fun to play against. Like, I don't mind, like, if you told me like the new Crow came out and he was like the best character in the game, I'd be like, you know what? That's cool. Like, you know, I got beat by this like damage dealer with pronounced weaknesses. But like, when the best character in the game is Harsetti, where it's a dice roll, or, you know, Naqual, where I just don't even get to take a game action, I'm just like, what are we doing here, man? Like, do you guys even consider the other person on the receiving end of this? Like, how about their fun? Like, I feel like the devs just don't consider sometimes other people's fun when fighting a unit.
Couple of questions. When do we think we'll see Genesis Ras? Genesis Ras will either be the next ML after Arunka, or the next ML is going to be Arya, and then we'll see Genesis Ras. Whichever one of them is first is not the WC unit, the other one is. And that's assuming Genesis Ras is an ML unit. All signs would point to yes, but I can't help but the fact that they displayed him with a bright blue background, so he might even be RGB. We don't know for sure. Am I getting Arunka? That's a silly question. What about the... How do you feel about the loner unit system that freakishly they didn't mention at all in today's notes or updates?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they completely left that out, did they?
Well, they said that there's a second update on April 24th with the class summon systems and a couple other things that they talked about in the Origin showcase. So like, we're not getting everything tomorrow. We're getting the rest of it on the 24th.
Yeah, but I mean, wouldn't that be into the season though? I mean, how long is preseason? That's got to be like right up against when preseason's ending. I'd be surprised that they would put such a potentially meta-shifting system in place.
I don't know.
In season, like, but maybe.
I don't have an answer for you. Maybe it's
Deity is saying he thinks at the start of season 2, but I don't know how to feel about it. Right? I mean, if they give us an ML Luna that looks like this, great. If they give us an ML Luna that looks like this, maybe not so much. We don't really know how good the loner units are going to be. Are they going to be Masters level units and the whole system is designed so that new players could fight their way for their frame each season? Or are they putting it in so that people can compete at a higher level and say, I never got Luna, but I really, the rest of my account is worthy of playing high end? My assumption is that this... Good.
Average 80 something equipment score pieces around probably.
Yeah. Like Deity is in the chat saying like probably should be draft level. The problem is that the draft
that's what I think.
The draft level characters are balanced around legend level players.
Yeah. And you only get 10 of them. Everybody gets 10 legend level units. But we don't know. We don't know anything about it. How are they leveled? Are there going to be multiple options? Are they going to literally just pop up a screen where you can look at all of the units that are in the game and select 10 for you, and the 10 that I select are maybe different than the 10 Sue selects? Or are they going to say, this season you get Chloe, Arunka, and Green Charles, go? I mean, we don't really know anything about how it's going to work, except that they're going to loan us some units. It's really, really hard to predict how or if it's going to impact it, and if it's designed to change RTA entirely, or if it's designed to just help people get out of gold and get their frame.
Yeah, the thing is they're letting you pick the 10 of your choice. My question is like, when can I like swap those out? Like, is it like Ancient Inheritance where I only get so many a season, or am I locked into the 10 I choose forever? Does it change weekly, monthly? Like, I need the answer to that question, because let's say you're a new player and you're trying to learn RTA and you jump in as soon as the summer season starts. Everyone knows that the first week of the season is completely different than the last week of the season.
I legit hope they use the draft mode, because draft mode doesn't have the newest of the new, so there's still incentive to pull for a meta banner that's out so that you can use it in season. But it gives relatively new. It gives like maybe a couple of months ago. Like, I think they're just now adding the latest units to the draft mode system. And what I liked about the draft mode system is, you want to go play Mort? Well, there's 2 of them in there. So a Loner Mort could be a Speed Mort, a Loner Mort could be or Injury Mort, or the Loner Mort could be a Destruction Mort. They're both in there. There's multiple different builds, and I think that's kind of cool too, because you would pick a different Luna than I would pick, likely, because you play differently than I pick. So I think having those options would be cool. And I also like the idea of going, wow, this Elagos is 302 speed. My Elagos is a stinky 299 speed. So I can use this 302 draft mode Elagos, and then I can put this gear on a new unit and improve my pool so that I have more units to play, and I can compete at a higher level based on my skill, not based on the fact that I'm not whaling and gear gapping. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of hoping it is based on draft mode, because I think it will help equalize and make it a little bit more skill based and not just who's got the best tech and gear. Yeah. And that won't change at the highest level, of course, but I think in the champion range, it'll be things a little different.
All right, look, just let me get Hellion Lua, okay, Smallgate. Like, if I can get a Hellion Lua to be able to draft, that would be great.
Oh my god, Hellion Lua is so damn good. So
yeah, I'm missing her too. She feels so bad without her.
Dude,
it's like carried me last season.
It's actually impressive that you got Legend without her, because like I feel like at like top level, like she's like a necessary thing to have for people who are slow. Like if you're gonna have one character to contest, like this is the one.
Tell you, man, DJB was my answer to all these stinking openers. Like, he's good against Polly, good against Lua.
You gotta hit me with the tech, bro. Like I say, I'm gonna start hitting you up for some knowledge over the course of the season.
Chat needs to stop giving me crap about my units. I got a freaking OpSig geared. And you guys got an OpSig geared? I didn't think so.
Actually, I do.
I
have it geared for red lobbies.
I don't. Mine is not even Mola or 6-starred.
You want to know one of the most tragic things I think I've ever seen in this game is if you go to the App Store to download Epic 7, and they've got all the advertisements, play the animation, summon powerful units, and it's a picture of Operator Sigrid. Why they gotta do her like that?
Look, I'm just saying I would love for them to rework this character because I have 3 copies of her.
3 copies? Wow.
Yep. There's not a reason to use any of them, so they just kind of sit there.
Poor OpSig. She might get a buff if FCC is crazy meta. That's what happened last time. She came out because FCC was crazy meta.
Yeah.
She was the answer to the original, very first Great Disaster unit we ever had, FCC.
I will stand by this till the day I die, that Fallen Cecilia was probably one of the most fair and balanced units ever. Like, even at the height of her popularity, she only got to be meta because, like, the truly broken tanks like Crimson Armand got gutted. So there was basically her and Crow, and that was it. So she just became the default, like, tanked play, because, like, what else was there if you wanted to try to survive clean? Like, I still think to this day the character is just, like, ultimately incredibly fair. She was never broken. Like, the people who used to get butthurt about Fallen Cecilia back in their heyday, it's just because they just wanted to cleave you and didn't want players to have the ability to tank down through their stuff.
Doesn't OpSig do good against Tori? Doesn't she get an extra turn? Yep, she can hit Tori twice, almost break the barrier, and then you only have to hit Tori 3 more times.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
The ultimate answer. she kills 1/3 of Tori.
Yep.
What kind of damage is bombs and burns? Burns are 60% of your attack. So if you have 10,000 attack, a bomb will do 6,000, a burn will do 6,000 damage. I can't remember what bleeds are, and I can't quite remember what bombs are, but all 3 of them are a function of attack. So the 1,500 extra attack that everybody got increases bomb damage in addition to the 50% damage you do from bombs, burns, and bleeds.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll pull it up for you. I have the numbers. I have it written down somewhere.
Dark Ruler got you first. Bleed is 30% of your attack. Burns is 60% of your attack, and bombs is 150% of your attack. So you got 10k attack. It's doing 15k damage on a bomb. It's doing 6k damage on a burn. It's doing 3k damage on a bleed.
Okay. Yeah, but like bombs are just like way better than both the other 2.
It's considered fixed damage. It's not considered true damage, so it can be mitigated and it can be transferred into Arius.
I'm with you right there, Gaius. Guys saying poor Lionheart starting my favorite character. She's completely useless. Yep, she's
so pretty, and she's not wearing panties. I can't believe they just gave this unit a beautiful skin and then threw her in the dumpster like that.
Yep, she is. Previously, I think the lowest win rate ML 5-star in the game was Spirit Iseline. It might actually be Lionheart Sarmia now. Like, it's between her and Dark Corvus.
More than OpSig?
OpSig is at least seeing a small uptick because everyone's on prot set.
I think Lionheart had one decent matchup in the meta, and it was against a Meru if your whole team had immunity. But that's all I can think of.
Guys, let's take a second to go down this list and find a redhead who's good right now. And isn't that just criminal? Lionheart. Jacko's the closest thing we got to good, but you know she's a collab unit. Any other good redheads?
Silverblade, Araminta, and Araminta.
MLKen's getting a buff. Maybe he's the red champion of the redheads.
If you consider him a redhead, then yeah, he's like an Alagos counter. Then people realize you just play Guiding Light.
Araminta. Somebody in chat's gonna say fucking Taeyu. You know it. Oh,
Taeyu's actually really good.
Shut up. Has Hwa-Young. Stop it. The good redheads can't all be dudes.
Yo, if that's true,
is Hwa good now?
It's actually good. Yeah, if Researcher Carrot's good with Frenzy, bro, I'm about it, dude. I love the Ranka sisters. I'll play any version of a Ranka sister if it's good.
Is Hwa viable now, Hino? Did you see her at all? Have the Frenzy changes like made her functional?
I have not seen her at all, but I haven't played that many games this preseason.
Yo, I'm about this Carrot change. People are saying Carrot. Let's go.
Carrot, huh?
I love Carrot.
I'm about it.
Let's go, Carrot.
Yeah, I think we count SBA.
Yeah,
I think we count SBA. She's too damn good. But you know what? I am fine with giving a buff to SBA if it means we buff all the other redheads too. I mean, just buff all the redheads. Smilegate.
Yo, Benny Maru is actually a good redhead.
He's what?
Bro, you gotta have your young Senya.
You said you were bad at sarcasm, and yet you said with a straight face, Benny Maru is good.
Serious, bro. You play him versus young Senya. Let's go.
Tell me this guy's crazy.
I watched Hino do that. You've used this guy against young Senya, right?
Yeah, and then I lost, but I mean.
Look, man.
Freaking elegant.
Dude, he's the best character from Slime. He's got to be good, dude. You can't just
No, the one he's good against ML Payra plus DDR. That's what he's good against.
All I want to say is there is no greater insult to the world of redheads than what they did to freaking Brigida.
Dude, this character, I don't even know where to begin with this character. I'm just waiting for this character to be the best character in the game at some point. Like they're just gonna be like, blocks AoE now, and then we all just go, all right, that's AOE it, guys. Block. Uninstall the game, pack it in.
She's not just smoking hot. She is her animation is god tier. Her S3 compared to some of the stuff we've seen lately, her S3 animation is crazy good. It's like they spent so much effort on her animation they forgot to give her a kit.
Yeah, also like top tier VA as well. Like they shelled out hard for that character and everything except for gameplay.
Inferno Kawazu. I hear Inferno Kawazu stocks are up a lot with the changes, with the burns and detonations and.
Yo, I'm about that. I love playing this guy.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
He's got the common rider kick, bro. How can you hate him?
I took Ricardo into a lot of fights back in the day. People would be so busy banning your ML5s, they forget all about them.
It's so funny though, because like Tristen's always just like, I need the redheads buffed. Epic 7 doesn't have good redheads. Meanwhile,
buff the redheads.
Meanwhile, every gacha game I play right now, that's not E7, redheads are literally top tier. Like they're like the best thing you can play. And I'm like, Tristen, you are playing the wrong game.
I know, right?
Like Nikkei is going on 2 years where redheads are just like redhead supremacy.
Damn.
Yeah,
Every man wants a woman to trust him the way that Serrilla's trusting that bra strap.
I'm not going to give my whole spiel again about how she's the lore-wise, she's the most, unbelievable character.
She is. You go ahead and tell him. Tell him what everybody, somebody in chat, before Sue says it, somebody in chat that's not Anuo, what's the most unbelievable thing about Serrilla? Go.
Do you know Hino? Like, do you know Serrilla's lore?
I do not.
Yep, there you go. It's in chat. She can't
get
find
a boyfriend.
Yup, she's undateable. Nobody wants to date her. That's her whole thing. She wants a boyfriend, but nobody will date her.
So if you've got a choice of where to be isekai'd, I have got a recommendation for you.
Yep.
Oi. No matter how hot she is, avoid all red flags. Dude, I'm married to a red-headed Irish Scorpio. I got the triple threat. I don't know how I'm still alive. Live dangerously, man. Volunteer as tribute.
Man, you disappoint me in how you built your little Queen Charlotte.
My little Queen Charlotte? Is she even built?
Yeah.
I think she just gear
man never watched the I'm Sue guide on Little Queen Charlotte. You never build more than 81 crit chance.
Well, I will go watch your guide and rebuild a little Queen Charlotte that I won't use in RTA.
Yeah, I mean, I don't use her either, but it's just like every time I see this character, I see somebody on Hellcutter with more than 81 crit chance. I'm like, man, throwing.
There, that's the good one.
The good one.
Counter 3F Bellyion, 35k health. Isn't that like the only real Bellyion anymore?
No, bro, it's like 180 speed at like 30 plus K and immunity because everything needs immunity. I think Hino will back me up on this. Everything needs immunity now.
Yeah. Every character that if you're not taking the first turn, put them on immunity.
Yeah, like Pera literally just said, hey, collectively, like the entire like player base, y'all need immunity on everything. Period.
There you go.
No, even me, I'm a huge Unity Landy believer. She's unplayable without immunity.
Well, guys, I think we've touched on just about everything. Is there anything you guys want to promote or talk about? Anything you guys are doing? Hino, you gotta tell me. Are you heading to Korea this World Cup?
What?
You going to compete in the World Cup? You going to defend the Baka name over in Korea?
Oh, I've never been good at what are those long type of tournaments?
Yeah.
So we should brainstorm that together. You put us together, we'll probably be fine, dude. I excel in long tournament formats. Like my ladder record is like whatever, but like my best of like 3 record against like, you know, a lot of like legend players, and then like in tournament is like actually really good.
I feel like if I can't play a certain unit, like let's say my DJB gets banned, I'm cooked, man. It's over for me. I'm gonna start picking some weird shit like Aether.
Somebody's asking in chat, what do we think about protection set? Protection set, I think, is just like a mandatory thing in the current state of the game.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, protection set is basically like, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but right now, like 2 years ago, Epic 7 player base would have told you got to be farming Wyvern and Wyvern only. I will tell you right now, like if you want speed, sure, you can farm Rift, put your speed set in there, try and get it that way. But like if you're going to be farming Hunts and not Rift, you should be farming Banshee and Golem, because just from a pure math standpoint, the most of the usable sets for the largest amount of characters come from those Hunts. I don't know if you disagree with me, you know, but like that's how I feel, right? I feel like Golem and Banshee are just like too important.
Oh no, protection set's always on my Rift list.
Protection usually is, yeah. If you're playing like a mitigation night, protection is the safest option.
Yeah.
I was Rift speed, Destro, protection, and then the 4th set I rotate just depending on what I need and what reforge mats I have to spend.
Yeah, for Rift, I always have speed, protection, immunity, all 3 of those under there, and then usually destruction. But like if I need something other than destruction, I'll rotate to a 4 set.
Some good advice for you guys for what sets to farm for Rift. If you're not sure what to farm, go into your backpack and look at your crafting mat. No, it's enhancement ingredients. And go down and look at the reforge mats you have. And see, I got no business farming Destro counter anything. I don't have enough to level shit, right? But I got 4,000 Golem mats. I got 2,000 Asthmatic mats. I should be farming my protection sets, my immunity sets. Yeah. I can farm destruction and pen when I get more of those mats from either doing expeditions or as they randomly drop. So you kind of pay a little bit of attention to your reforged mats, because if you're farming like Destro, Lifesteal, and Destruction, and you've only got 200 Banshee mats and Ice Expedition isn't up, what you gonna do with all that level 85 gear that you can't level? So, you know, let your reforged mats kind of dictate what you farm. And when all things are equal and you got a ton, then you can kind of farm what you need. And if everything is bad, then get the hell out of Rift and start farming the hunts that have the reforged mats you need and build your reforged mats up.
What's this protection set you say? Oh man, this was so cool. Like, please show that. I actually saved this into my builds folder. This is Shuma's Blooming Litica. This thing is so cool.
Mother of God. 204 effectiveness on it. Yeah, protection dude, set, immunity, 22k health.
Yeah, dude. This thing is like real, like really real.
God damn, that's sexy.
It's to like when somebody takes Harsetti, you could take Zeo in this and just cleave them. It's pretty sick.
How to deal with Mort, Kidsenya, Harsetti, arena teams. You do it with Zeo, Frida, and then some nukers. If you don't have Zeo and Frida, selector tickets are heading your way.
Well, we'll let Hino decide that one, but apparently a chat is pointing out that we didn't talk about Arunka. So,
boy.
Yeah, I know. Like,
real quick, it's getting late, so real quick thoughts on Arunka, Hino?
Arunka definitely gonna shift the playstyle towards turn 2 again, or at least she's gonna stop single target cleave.
Yeah, I don't know if it necessarily shifts it back to turn 2, because like it's great that we like Arunka feels honestly like could be a design mistake, right? Like very powerful character, obviously. Feels like it should shift it back to turn 2, but every time I feel like it should, you know, it shifts back. Bro, like Litica, Spirit Iseline, like these things probably just like run her over. Like they just don't care. Alright.
Let's bet on who's faster.
I feel like there's just gonna be like ways around it. Like give it like a week or two after she comes out, and we'll see if she really is this like ridiculous turn 2 character. You know,
I can tell you guys something. If you think you can use it against Cleave, then Cleave is going to use it against you.
Yeah, Connie does slide.
Yeah. Cleave just protects all their units behind.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I can already see it because like right now, like there are some cleavers I played against like last season. Again, I haven't played too many games, but like I ran into Fart Pancakes, Teresa, and she was like first picking like haste, and I was like, oh, you know, it's like a turn 2 player. And then it just became a cleave in the last 3 picks. And I was like, oh my God, we just anchored it. So like, I expect that to be Arunka. It's like, oh, they like first picked Imperial Illinav Arunka or something. And you're like, oh, it's a standard player. And then it's just like, all right, well, here's a Ludwig on 3 and 2 things that enable it.
Will Eligos, Solburn, S3, and Jacko work against Arunka?
That should be able to kill her.
Yeah. You stick a defense break on her. Yeah, should nuke her. She's not unstoppable. It's just you have to dedicate. You're dedicating 2 units on your team to removing Arunka, and now it's 3 versus 2 technically. How are you not going to get run over?
That many units, they're most likely going to have something like an MLKen drafted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they have like an Elbrus Knight, an MLKen, a Bellyion, something like that, right? Like
Ilinov, anti-pen, get F Jacko.
Yeah, like turn 2 wins the game versus Cleave. Not like I have won games with just like Albedo plus like a Soul Weaver. It's just if I can outlast your initial volley with a couple of characters still on the board, you're made of paper, bro. Like even my Albedo S1 like probably kills you or comes very close to it because you're so fragile.
If you are able to kill her with Jacko, Eligos would throw a suitcase.
What is that lobby animation, by the way?
Which lobby?
What is she? Like, go back to that Arunka lobby animation. I didn't see that this morning, bro. Like, that's sus. Go back to that animation. That was sus. Her sitting at the table, bro. Like, what is that animation?
Yo, she's getting excited reading a book about motorcycles.
Are we sure it's motorcycles?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's motorcycles.
Okay.
Yeah.
She just read the next balance patch.
She read the next balance patch.
Bro, people are saying it has motorcycle pictures.
My kid does what?
I'm sitting here. Has anyone ever seen the anime Golden Boy? It's a little bit old, but it's a really, really funny series. It's there's this one episode about this woman that just really, really likes motorcycles, like to the point where it's like, you good, lady? Like, it's very suggestive, but like that's what I'm getting like that's the thought that pops up in my head.
As much of a problem as Arunka is going to be for RTA, I think she's going to be an even bigger problem. I think she is 2025's Harsetti for how she's going to make regular arena kind of miserable, but we got to see. And she's not coming out tomorrow. She's still, what, 2 weeks away?
24th, the 24th.
24th.
You'll see.
So
Got some time. You will see her the same day you can summon for the nondescript rocket punch gauntlet. Hey, it's almost like that was a design decision.
It's not a bug, it's a feature. All right, guys. I think we got to wrap it up here. We've covered just about everything. It's getting late. I got to get up early tomorrow and do more Epic 7 stuff. Thank you for being here. Those of you guys who have been living under a rock need to give Hino a follow. I'm going to put his Twitch in Twitch chat. Anything else you want to promote, Hino? Anything you do in any socials you got?
No, just thanks for having me, y'all.
Well, thanks for being here, buddy.
You're definitely one of my favorite people to watch play RTA. Like you are so animated. Like the pop-offs you have are so real. Like if you guys want to like watch somebody with like amazing pop-offs, like watch Hino.
Oh my god!
He gets so animated. He gets so into it. When he knows, he's like, and then we go S3 here, and then he's just like, let's go.
Wait,
like,
wait. We gotta find it. Where's the clip? Where's the clip?
Like Hino has the best pop-offs in this community.
I need somebody's got to have it, right? The clip of Hino, the my sword clip.
Oh, the Lionheart versus Landy.
It was elegant. Where your girlfriend freaked out over the plushie.
You're auto playing, bro. You're gonna get hit here, bro.
That's okay. It's muted.
All right, it's alright. It's fine.
The Late Show.
Yeah, with Mr. Colbert. But yeah, now if you could find it, that would be the best. Like he has the best pop-offs, man. Is it a clip?
It's a clip. It's a clip.
It's all nuked. You can't find anything.
Oh, your clips are nuked. Oh,
yeah.
That sucks.
I'm teaching right now, so you know.
Yeah. Fair. I get it. That was amazing, though.
But trust me, there's a bunch of clip-worthy moments. So if you watch this man, like please watch him. He is one of the better RTA players in the community, and he plays really sick units, bro. I mean, it's probably harder now in the meta, but like I always was like amazed that you were just like sitting in Legend being like, I'm a first pick Breek and it's full damage. And I'm like, and he gets away with it, you would win.
Yep. And though he's no Hinogen, I know we're glazing this guy up a lot, but you know what? Stu's all right too. So make sure you give him a follow. There's a link to his Twitch, and for those of you on YouTube, it's linked in the title of today's stream. I appreciate you guys being here. It's been huge, Hino. I know it ran a little late for you. I'm glad you're able to stay here and hang out with us.
All good.
And yeah. Get excited, man. It's a whole different world tomorrow. Remember, maintenance is going to end and the servers are going to suck. Expect it to be laggy. Expect it to be unpleasant. Everybody's going to jump in to see what it looks like, to pull for Crow, to test out the balance patches. just bear with it. They usually poke the hamster and get him to run in the wheel again pretty quickly. So don't freak out if it's a little bit of a shit show when it starts out. That's to be expected, but it'll be fine, guys. It'll be fine. All right. Where are we going to go to tonight? Let's see.
Bed, because I have literally did this entire show on 3 hours of sleep.
Enough time for sleep in the grave.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think I'm going to send you over to Sky Surfing. The guy has got a most magnificent beard, and it looks like he is going to be chilling and waiting for the update. So if you guys are, if it's still awake time for the rest of you, you can go chill out there with Sky Surfing and wait out the patch. I'm going to go check out the Lionheart Sirmia that lives behind my eyelids. I will catch you guys next time.
All right, later, everyone.